そうだ。
テレビ
つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好き。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
You have to freaking dodge! I am dodging, but I am still getting hit!
What a great comment.
Yeah.
This is a great comment, man.
Sure does love head. Yeah.
Yeah. Wizard. Everybody's accusing us of being gay. We should just address it right now. We should just address it right now, bro.
I feel like we're in South Park with Tweak and Craig. That's what I feel like this is.
I think that's fairly accurate. My question is,
yeah.
I've been co-oping with Leon for like weeks, months now at this point. And aside from like one comment here and there, never had any gay AI made so far. None of that. Well, now there is.
Okay, to be fair, the TTS is some pretty gay shit.
Yeah, but that's located to the stream.
Right.
Like not spreading around on Twitter with some fucking weird like shoujo wannabe fucking anime.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like what is that?
Oh my god, why didn't you just show it?
Like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is
Well, you tagged us in all of this, Sevi. You started this.
You tagged me. I ain't got shit to do with it.
You tagged
Hey,
all of us.
If I had to see it, everybody had to see it. Just
This is
putting it out
uncomfortable.
there.
By the time I saw it, I was already
This is-
because Friday night is drinking night. I was already drunk and I was confused. Like, wait, is this real? It took me a set to
Did you
literally
say
wait,
it's
oh no, this
real?
is Hypno Wizard
Did you
AI. It's like, why am I being tagged in this fucking
Did you
manga?
really say,
is
is
really
this
bad.
real? Oh
Bro.
my god.
I told you I was drunk. I didn't realize what it was at first.
Oh my god.
Bro.
That's horrible.
all,
That's insane.
all I know is like you know the I'll show you this meme. This was me seeing that shit, bro. Hold on. How do I show it? This was me.
You
Like
share your screen.
Yes, I know that. I'm working on it.
I'm just helping you.
What is with people who don't know? Anyway, it's fine. I saw this and bro, this was me literally. Like what I literally just I logged on to Twitter after the show, right? I logged on Twitter after the show. I saw the meme and I'm just like, bro, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm going back. Like, fuck this. This is why I don't go on Twitter.
It was bad. I was watching your show and you had like a great show. And then we see Twitter and it's like, oh, okay. Not so great anymore.
No,
You guys,
no. No,
wow.
not so great. You know what is great though? ABF joining us, man. What's going on, ABF? How you doing?
Yeah, bud.
Hey, not much. I know it's been a while. Haven't sent any dad jokes in a minute.
No,
No.
it's been quiet. It's been quiet. It's been quiet.
Having a great Saturday. Went to a retro gaming shop today and I picked up this bad boy.
Oh shit,
Nice.
that's a
Yeah.
fucking classic, man.
$12.
I've been wanting to play
Wow.
this again too because this is, I think, my favorite Gran Turismo game.
Yeah, GT4 was the one. If there is any racing simulation game, it was that one I played the most.
Yep.
Very
you could
nice,
actually
man.
like upgrade your shit box and make it cool.
Just simulation game.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of shit boxes today. It's gonna be great. But
There's a
thank you
lot.
for hanging out with us. I appreciate having you here, guys. We have a lot we gotta talk about. All right. Obviously, New Black Street's not here because they went and just they just went a little bit too black the last week, and YouTube's AI didn't like that, and so YouTube is like, stop being black, and they struck him down. And unfortunately,
Down will become blacker than you could possibly imagine.
oh, they're definitely gonna come back to YouTube very angry.
Yeah.
All the stereotypes are going to be extremely accurate that week. But I mean, regardless, unfortunately, we are down 2 blacks, so we replaced, because we're pretty based here, right? So we replaced 2 black people with a white guy because it works.
I love
That's just how it goes. If we can only replace the Latin people here, that would be great. But anyway,
Wait, that's you and me. That's you and me.
precisely. All right.
And
No,
Cassie,
All
guys-
right, yeah, here we go.
GTA 6, the shit's gonna suck. Am I right? Like,
Yep.
Who
Easy.
said you're the host? Sheep is the
I'm
de facto
top left
host.
corner
if
right
it
now.
was not
I'm top
here.
left corner. Oh, this motherfucker.
Oh, there we go. All right, ABF, you're the host now. All right, there you go. Now, Sheep, it's your show.
Give us a look.
You can't have a black
Wow.
person be the
There it is.
host.
no, we can't.
And what is this
God.
spawn on me?
We can't.
Wow, that
Anyway.
was
Yeah,
the
that means
whitest.
you and sheep are out. That means you and
Bro,
sheep
that
are
was-
out because
That was the whitest shit I have ever heard Sebi say. What the hell?
Guys, I'm gonna make a prediction. All right, my prediction is that Cassie is currently asleep. She has not woken up yet. So if she shows up randomly throughout the stream, which I think she will, we're all gonna wait. Don't say anything. Don't say like, "Hey, were you asleep?" Like, we're just gonna wait and see what she says. I'm
I love
almost
it.
positive she's gonna be like, "I was asleep." All right, boys. Anyway, we got a lot we got to go over, man. Tons of things to talk about. This has been a crazy week. Feels like gaming industry is just on fire lately.
Yeah.
Either literally or figuratively. It doesn't matter. It's kind of all happening at the same time. So let's do our intros and get into it, man. Sheep, you're going to lead us today. What do you got, man?
Let's start with the manga of the week.
Oh.
I have, it's a little bit, let's get into
Nice
the
shirt, by
classic
the way.
realm. Rising to Shield Hero, excuse me. Appreciate that. But Rising to Shield Hero.
Nice.
This is the,
I heard that fell
FP
off though. Do you know? Have you read all of it?
No, but it's the adaptation of the novel. So the novel first in this, but I like it so far. I like this guy. He's pretty funny. But aside
Ooh,
from
you
that,
like that guy. Ooh.
shut the fuck. Anyway, aside from that, I've just been, doing my normal. Finally finished Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. If y'all want to go see Girl Fail Your Fail in real time, go check it out on my channel, Still Sheepsidian. Aside from that, I've been, just basically lifting batteries, putting them in cars, taking batteries out of cars, and fixing phones and stuff like that. I've been doing a lot of work, and now I got more work to do with my off days, so it's great. Also, it's currently Christmas for gamers. If you go over to Steam, the summer sale is going on, and there's a lot of gold there. Go ahead and scoop you up some stuff. Like you could make out like a bandit, probably get like 40-50 games for like a max of like $40-$50. Maybe a little more, but
some of the deals are pretty crazy.
Yeah, some of those deals are absolutely insane. Talking about like 90. Matter of fact, let me just give you an idea of what we're looking at here.
Far Cry.
If you don't own Witcher, if you don't own Witcher 3, this will be the time.
If you don't own Witcher 3, this would be the time. For example, you could pick up Dead Space for $7, the deluxe edition for $7. You could pick up Dishonored Game of the Year for $2. The first one, the good one.
It's crazy.
Watch Dogs 2, the actual good one, for $4. There's plenty of gold here. Go ahead and scoop y'all some stuff.
Witcher 3 is $4 fucking dollars.
Yeah, that too.
That's like hundreds of hours of content.
Oh my god,
$4,
bro. God, it's
unbelievable.
It's a great game.
On that. That's all I got though.
This game goes on sale often. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Yeah,
I already got it.
It's crazy. Look at this fucking girl. I have no games, bro. Okay.
No, dude.
Okay. Bro, she's banned, bro. She's banned. Like that. That's it. She's going last today.
No.
She's going last today.
Simping.
Yes.
Start
listen. Stop pimping. Start pimping. Exactly. Thank you. Leon, what do you got, man?
I'm so stoked. I can't decide if I'm happy the blacks are gone or not. First of all, they're here in spirit. We'll represent. But I wanted to argue with them so bad about both GTA 6 and the Steam Machine. But I also know it is a waste of my fucking time to argue with those inferior. I'm not gonna say the next word.
Oh my god!
So it might be better. Well, if it were my channel, I'd say, but we're on Hypno Show. Either way, I want to talk about these two stories so fucking bad because they're massive, and I don't know if I've got minority opinions or not. So I can't wait.
Well, we'll talk about it for sure. ABF, man, what do you got going on lately?
Lately, just been going live twice a week talking about gaming over on my main channel. I got my gaming channel now. That's been a lot of fun. And lately, I started streaming on Rumble and Kick only, just like 1 to 1.5 hours every Friday, like after FNT time.
Okay.
And we just talk about guns, and we show people shooting machine guns on live stream, something you can't do on YouTube. And we just laugh at funny ass videos and then talk about a couple of laws that are, good or bad regarding the second.
Oh yeah, man. Sounds good. I've been catching your gaming streams quite often. I usually lurk because I'm also gaming at the time, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I catch that. Wizard, are you gonna grace us with a Kotaku fact, or like what are we doing today?
I'm the real life fake wizard, and I have a Kotaku fact.
Let's go.
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. Welcome to Kotaku Facts, brought to you by the real-life fake wizard. He's not really a wizard, guys.
Get it going.
Man. Here we go. Kotaku.com from Ash Parrish. I want Joker to finally confess his feelings for Batman in his new animated show. And this is classified as anime news. This is news. That's very important. Like, I like to point that out when we cover this, because the way that things are segmented on this site is how it gets sent out into Google and search engines. They are classifying this as news. This is the most opinionated piece of pretty much, I guess, the day. So there's going to be a new Joker animated show coming from Warner Brothers, and
to be fair, I want to make sure everybody knows, because it's the most disgusting part of all this. It is being done by the team that did War of the Rohirrim, so that they can call it anime.
Got it.
Did you guys see War of the Rohirrim?
Fuck no,
I did not know.
Okay, I did, and it is dreadful. It is boring. The animation is awful. They tried to go for this like rotoscoping, but also like anime, and it's so jarring to look at. It hurts the eyes. It's not good. It's not good work.
It's like they tried to aim for Attack on Titan and landed somewhere in like the mid 2010s Berserk shit.
That
Oh, fuck, I
is-
forgot that even
that is-
happened. What a travesty.
That's how I would describe it. Yeah. So anyway,
I got a question
yeah.
after you're done with this. Go ahead.
So to be clear, I don't think the Joker and Batman are in a romantic relationship. As we remember this Pride Month, there are many forms of love that don't involve romance, sex, or even affection. The Joker loves Batman and vice versa. The way one might love a toxic, narcissistic parent. I hate you, but I'll always pick up when you call, and I'll be sad when you die. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Are we describing the Joker Batman relationship? Have you read a comic book in your life? What the fuck are you talking about, Ash?
So I have to ask the question. I'm sorry, I was going to wait to the end. At what point do we admit that at this point this is their new strategy, right? In order to increase clicks and stuff, like this is their new strategy. What do I mean? So like Kotaku Kenny was the one that was doing the let's use sexuality and put it on regular normal stuff to trigger people to click on it. And nobody else was really doing that very often at Kotaku. Kotaku Kenny was doing it like once a week or once every 2 weeks or something, just to get the average up, I guess. Ash Parrish just joined. She just joined, and now she's getting in on it and doing the same exact thing. So at what point do we just say like this is their new strategy to try to drive like traffic to Kotaku or something? Because I don't know. Like there's no way they really think like this, right? There's no way, right? Or are they that crazy?
Money because it's classified as news. It's not news. That's like super important in the news space. Just from like the web stuff. But yeah, they call us
Wizard. If this is their very first article, and I don't know if it is or not, about this Joker show, I'm not going to call it an anime. Would it be news because they are breaking the quote unquote news that there is a Joker anime coming? They're just adding their opinion to it. Like, not that I agree with that, but would it technically be news if that's the case?
That is a really great question. And if I switch over here and I just search Joker, then yes, this is the first coverage, or at least per their search engine, right? Where Joker comes up. I'll give them credit. They have a good search engine. And yeah, this is their first piece of coverage for the announcement of this Joker show. So that, Leon, I think you're on the money there.
And it just happens to be sexuality based.
And it happens to be not even clickbait, rage bait. It is absolute grifting.
To be fair, this show existing is rage bait.
Well, I mean, like we knew some of the other companies that were under the umbrella of the main big parent company are getting, their compensation is based on clicks. So what are the odds that Kotaku is now following that model?
I don't think Kotaku is following that model personally.
You don't think so?
No, not quite. I think they would be one of the last to adopt that, because remember that Kotaku tried to change up like twice, and their journalists and editors or whatever had this fucking massive meltdown, and that eventually led to them basically backing out. So like it's clear that the journos over there run the show.
Yeah. So like just as an aside, I've personally been like investigating this as far as like news and networking goes. Is you have to segment your news properly for search engines like Google, and it's more important now than ever before when it comes down to AI and how AI is picking this up. So you have to tell, basically you have to put in your document whether it's opinion, news, like actual announcements, news, a feature, which this could be a feature or it could be an opinion, or reviews or analysis. There's five. Like there's five main categories, whereas like a feature is like a listicle, or 15 best comic books of Batman iterations. Like 15, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And there's opinions. This is an opinion. So this does not belong being classified as news, and that's really important, because what's going to happen is the AI bots will start to read it as news, and if Kotaku isn't called out by people like us, and they aren't like punished in the algorithms, then the AI systems are going to pick this up and say, well, this is news. It is news that there's speculation that there's going to be some kind of a relationship between the Batman and Joker.
Yeah, if they're not already being picked up by AI, to be fair, because sometimes they are. So, but very interesting, very, very interesting. Cassie, what's going on?
What's up, y'all? Kind of had an alarm on. Woke up to the alarm, closed my eyes, and dozed off a little bit again. But happy to be here, hanging out with y'all.
Chat. Called it.
Crazy picture.
When you show up, and I was like, I know she fell asleep. Just let her come in. Let her explain. She's gonna tell you she fell asleep. There you go.
What?
Let her explain. What do you think I said?
Don't try to skip past that first sentence. Let her what?
Let her explain.
Let her come in. That's what you said.
I did not say that.
I heard
is crazy, bro. You need to clean those ears, my man.
Hey, Jamie, play that back.
No, guys, we got
back,
a lot
Jamie.
we got to talk about. Cassie, what you got going on? Do your intro.
Man, I'm just chilling, bro. You know how it is. Enjoying summer, making content, all the good stuff. Cold Classic Cage, you already know the deal.
I was waiting for Sevy to yell at me for skipping her, but she didn't yell. So I'm proud of her. Sevy, what you got going on?
Real quick, actually, I'm going to interrupt Sevy real quick because I
Like
can
a
do
good
that.
woman.
I cannot send a super chat stating we need a Hypnotic was right jar like we have an Alex Jones was right jar. And the only thing I can imagine is because the word Alex Jones.
Yeah, it's Alex Jones.
You can't super chat and use the name Alex Jones.
What it is that it's not necessarily
Yeah,
the
bad.
name. It's not necessarily the name. It might be, but it's not necessarily that. Sometimes the AI freaks out with like words, like certain phrases, and maybe it's like Alex Jones and something else in there. I don't know. I'm sure if you like try to super chat Alex Jones by itself, it might work.
And then
I
if you
don't
try
know.
to change it, it knows that you're onto something and like just keeps, swatting it down.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird, but that doesn't surprise me at all. Sevy, what you got?
Yep. I got like I'm almost done with the tattoo on my stomach, so I'm in a lot of pain, but it looks amazing. So I'm really excited about that. And I got 2 videos that hopefully will be dropping on pretty soon.
Nice. How long of the hair was Leona on the tattoo? Like, did you give her long
No.
hair or like short hair, like a
No.
Karen hairstyle? Remember the
I
Karen
don't know.
hairstyle one? That was good.
I can show a part of it if you want. It doesn't.
No,
it's
please. I
just-
don't need the AI
okay.
freaking out. Be like,
This
oh, he's
girl
showing a
literally-
video or something.
It's
No,
just
thanks.
legitimately.
You already get enough gifted games. Okay?
I was about to say this. Look at
Oh my god, dude.
everything
No,
on Steam
I
right
just
now.
didn't know. I also don't know how weird YouTube is, so that's why I was like, "It's up to you." It's just part, like a very zoomed in part. Oh my god, it was fake.
It is this weird. It will let me super chat Alex Jones, so that I typed in Alex Jones was right, like just that, just Alex Jones was right. That's what's
And
stopping
said
it.
no,
I
right?
can
Yeah.
do his name, but I
Oh.
can't do Alex Jones was right.
Phrase.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm
Oh,
telling
that
you,
is
bro.
amazing.
It's weird, bro. It's weird.
Can you do
This-
Alex Jones is wrong?
Oh, good
Oh, yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Probably. I would bet. I would literally bet money you probably can.
Yes, I can. I can super chat Alex Jones was wrong, but I cannot super chat Alex Jones was right.
Damn, that's
Crazy.
wild.
Wow.
There it goes.
Oh,
There it
that's
goes.
crazy.
Bro.
But Sevy, that's awesome. That's awesome. Glad to have you guys all here today, boys. We got a lot we got to argue about, a lot we got to talk about. Is there any gifted games before we get into the chaos or anything like that?
Yes.
So many.
All right, bring up the gifted games, guys. I'm doing a potential torture stream today. I'm just like in the mood to be angry at something. So if we do end up hitting the goal that's in the chat, you guys can pick whether or not I'll play Mixtape or Reloaded, both of which Reloaded was winning, but now Mixtape is winning. So I don't know how that's gonna go. It's not that I hate myself. I don't know. I'm in like that mood to just play something fucking stupid and like curse at it. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I don't know. I just woke up that way today.
It is weird.
Leon, what do you got, man?
So I've got a myriad of games ranging from these are
big
really
word.
cool to look, Erica's still alive. Crazy Ed, Strange Brigade, shout out, thank you so much, homie, appreciate you. And then we've got Boy Next Door. Thanks, old man, thanks. Didn't even say, he always usually sends a message on. Didn't even send a message. He's like, you know what you did.
Oh my god.
Now this one sounds funny. Actually, it's called Watch Your Ass. It's a horror game in which you have to escape Big Terry before he takes your manhood. Though for you, I expect you lose
Whoa.
on purpose.
Oh,
Oleg
no.
Zulin is a staunch homophobe. He proposes a law to ban all gays of the land. Oleg argues with one of them at the parking lot and tells the man about his villainous plans. The lights go out, and now the congressman's ass is, I assume, like in danger or something. But I guess that's fucking funny. To be fair, so well done, Eric.
Oh no.
Hey Hypno, if you had to choose between killing off a game studio or lowering the price of the Steam machine, which studio would you kill off?
I would
Wow.
definitely. I would definitely kill. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
My landlord is a Futanari.
Yo, how many people are Futanaris, bro? Like, you got video games like my stepsister's a Futanari.
I counted
mom's a
on the
Futanari.
stream last night, not including the ones that I was just gifted. I've been gifted somewhere between 28 and 32 Futanari games.
Oh my God.
Your entire
Wow.
family lineage is a Futanari at this point.
It's a
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
in
It's
this
like your fucking neighbor's mailman is also a Futanari. Find your next co-op.
Eventually,
hard
when
game.
the FBI checks in on Leon, we're just gonna say, yeah, we know. When we find out they've raided his house, we're gonna be like, yeah, we know.
Oh yeah, I expected it. I actually expected it in general.
I'm actually surprised it hasn't happened yet.
So, Shout and Scrap Gamer, Lost Lullabies. It's a horror game, a co-op horror game. That sounds awesome.
Nice.
Thank you. Stardew Valley from Caleb Wesker. Play this on stream for 10 hours, and I'll make you a Hondo mod for your farm. Oh, that's adorable. Thank you,
Nice.
bud. I don't know that I can do a 10-hour stream of Stardew Valley, but I appreciate
can.
it.
What the fuck
Oh
is
my
that?
god, yo.
What are
you
these
can-
games, dude?
no.
They're not
Let me-
even games. They're just
let me,
malware.
Let me drop a little bit of lore on this one. Nick, I knew about this game from Nick
What?
Ricada back when.
Why do you
before he
have
went-
lore on this?
Why are you lore?
Because I knew about this game from before, like I knew any of y'all from Nick Ricada,
Whoa.
which is funny because this is always an ongoing meme in his chat. So this game is fucking crazy.
Bro,
Who'da
Dig,
fixed
Dine, and
Dick,
Dash.
Dine, and
Crazy.
Dash.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Thanks, God. Thanks, girlfriend. Now this one actually could be fun. I think me and Seb are going to
no.
play this live tomorrow, where she has me make the
no.
decisions for which daddy. So yeah,
I know about
Dream
this game
Daddy,
too. Oh my
Dad
God.
Director's Cut. So I actually might be playing this on stream tomorrow, just so you guys are aware.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. And then we've got How I Escaped Food of Prison. All right, this concludes Pride Month. Go away and be gay, not the South, though. Try Baltimore. I heard they like stuff there. But it wasn't the last one because, help, my new roommate is a hung goth Futanari ghost.
Oh my
Told
God.
you there will be more.
Bro, these titles put
Wow.
some fucking mangas to shame. I swear. The Airtight City? Hey, yo.
Abandoned early access game, but still high reviews. Airtight City, interesting. Like that one. Some of these I can't tell if it's a joke. Like I can't tell if Cat named Mojave is a joke. Like the demo when played earlier this year. Hopefully you can stop glazing AAA horror games. Oh fuck you, Great Ape.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
Idols of Ash. I think I actually had this one on my wish list. So shout out horror game about climbing down into a dark hole. So I'll be up your out.
Yeah. Nice.
Yo.
Cook.
And again, I can't tell if this one's a joke or not because it's Mass Effect Andromeda Deluxe Edition.
Oh, my face is tired.
I checked yesterday, you
Sorry.
didn't have the
Wow.
legendary collection. Oh well, gameplay can be all right, but the story dialogue is ass. Veilguard next sale. Fuck, bro.
Oh no.
I kind of agree. The gameplay is not terrible for Andromeda. It's just the decisions and the story itself are just garbage. The characters suck too.
Thank you, Butter Framed in Gold.
That's
Covenant Clutch.
Nice.
Here's a normal game with the Batman Arkham Collection. Fucking thank you. Because fuck
Badass.
that, I've never played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Is that the first two?
Arkham Asylum, yeah.
Asylum.
So
Asylum,
shout out.
City
Thank you
Origins,
so
and-
much.
right.
Yeah, all those I appreciate all of them, even the Futanari ones.
Anyway, real quick, I saw somebody in the chat asking when the next co-op stream with Leon is. Should be Tuesday, right? Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday.
So what
Tuesday.
we're probably gonna do is Tuesday evenings we'll be doing co-op with Leon, and then Tuesday in the afternoon we're gonna do co-op with Wizard for Gears of War Reloaded. So
Nice.
I know he really wants to play Gears of War Reloaded, so we're gonna play that. So a lot of co-op happening, man. All right, who's next? We got, speaking of Fake Wizard, go ahead.
Yeah. So let's see here. Old Man Jenkins says, insert witty comment here for the Great White. Also, are we wearing white or red robes for the game conference?
White, of
Oh
course.
my
Well,
god.
Firstly, I mean, this is a good chance to like plug the event because hey, a lot of SNH is going to be there at the Southeast Game Exchange. You got Leon, Sevi, myself, Atreus, and Kata. They're supposed to be there. You know, there's gonna be a whole bunch of other people
Former
there to come through.
SNH member
Apparently,
Gooch, former SNH member Gooch will be there.
Nice.
okay, awesome. There's a whole bunch of other people going. Drinker, Nerdrotic, they're going to be there. A whole bunch of people from that Park Place team. WDW Pro will be there. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff. So yeah, come through. And Eric Jenkins, looking forward to seeing you. Whatever robes you wear it's up to you. I'll be the fake wizard, and I wear a black robe from Star Wars. Thank you for that.
It's not black, it's white. I saw it.
Mom, no, you did. No, it is a. I don't have a white robe.
You can borrow mine. It's cool. I'll pack my white robe.
Machine.
You can borrow mine.
It takes a great white to get a woman unstuck from a washing machine. Godspeed, real life, real Liz. Thank you for that. Old Man Jenkins gives Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you for that. Yeah, I do not have this. You may be the real life fake great wizard, but how the hell do you not have one of the greatest games of our time? SMH, that must change. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Welcome to the fold.
And if I refresh,
welcome to Night
Nice.
City.
Oh my god, this game is a banger.
Don
Wizard.
Kanji drops Sonic Mania. Hopefully your PC can handle this. It can now.
my
Thank
God.
you. I have upgraded.
Sonic Mania.
You know what can handle that? A Steam machine. Anyway, I'm done. Go ahead.
Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is the game that lit the fire under Sega's ass and was like, all right, we got to change some shit.
Yep.
Because it's not even a second game.
In fact, Wiz, you will love the story behind it. As someone who's so pro indie, it was just a bunch of indie devs that had made so many good Sonic, like fan made Sonic games. Sega's like, they're doing better than us. We just have to hire them to make our official game.
Yeah. Also, Sonic Mania was the first game that I've taken note of, at least, that put me onto one of my favorite video game composers now, being T. Lopez. That man does some crazy good work.
Yeah.
Sheep. Go ahead, man. What do you got?
I have Hotline Miami. I held on to this one for a few days from Old Man Jenkins. That is a classic right there. Says, highly rated. Please enjoy and don't beat me up. I have no intentions of doing so. I appreciate it. And then thanks, Steam. From Doombanger Steam. God damn it. From Doombanger 69. That's the name. Sent me Lewd Girls, Leave Me Alone. I just want to play video games and watch anime. Hentai edition. Said
Nice.
came across and had to send this to you. Well, I appreciate it. I will ignore the shit out of them waifus. But I also got something else. Let me read. How do you refresh? Just F5.
There's a little refresh button too, like
I found it
the
already.
link.
Nice.
Let's go.
Witcher from
I
Dr.
love this.
Enjoy, mate. Buddha time and fuck Witcher 4 too. Skull. I agree. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate it.
We got Fake Wizard.
Yeah, Butter Framed in Gold just dropped Monster Sanctuary and says nothing, but I will graciously accept that. Thank you.
I saw he snuck that in real quick. Sevi.
What?
All right, so
Why
I
is he so
got.
fucking brawling, bro? Look at that guy.
I don't know. Old Man Jenkins sent Run Kitty,
my
30-day visual novel. It just says anti-syntax. Thank you.
Is that Kata as a cat?
Yes.
I think so, yes. Also, I got, I don't know, can you say this? And I'm not sure. By
Yes, you can say cucked on YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah, you can.
sure. 3 things in life are guaranteed: death, Hypno's G-Wagon, Twin Toes, and the syntax. Thank you. Then
Nice.
Finger send me Metro 2033 Redux. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I can't accept it. I think I
Have
already
you played
have it.
any of the? Have you played any of the Metro games?
No, I
Say
have
yes.
not.
God damn it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I
I
already
haven't
have it.
either,
I
but-
didn't
You like,
accept it.
Well, I mean, you play horror games, right? I mean, it's not really a horror game to be
You'll
honest.
enjoy it.
It's a mix.
It's like it's got monsters, it's got soldiers.
And guns that break on you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fun.
nice. Valkyria Winters sent Werewolf, the Inner Beast. Saw this on your wish list. Didn't know you like furries. What? But hey, we all have kinks.
Wow.
Enjoy the game. We're not still funny anyway. Thank you so much. Says Futa Time with Femboys. Sec Pool Sekpol sent between her toes. Okay.
Definitely not Kata,
this is
but
I think this is a Kata gift.
They literally just took the meme and made an AI picture of it as a profile.
Yeah, I was about to say that's crazy.
Okay, Doo Village. Give this to Atreus when you see him.
Is that wizard fighting in there?
Oh my god, yo.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
The fuck?
Doo Village.
Oh my god.
It gets worse.
And then
Hey, yo, that profile picture, relax. Relax,
That's
bro.
crazy, dude.
Relax.
How did that get approved?
Because it cuts off. It cuts off at
There
the
you go.
bottom.
Yeah.
That's why.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, bro. We are not safe on the internet. Cassie, you got anything?
No.
All right.
I refuse to wear the dress, so they shit on me for it.
Oh, they're yeah. Okay, I got you. They're a little angry. I got it. Doombanger, hey Benotic, do you love monsters? Do you love camping? Well, say no more. This game is for you to play after a late night working at Taco Bell. Monster Prom 2, Monster Camp. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be fantastic. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Doombanger. Here we go. I heard Fudanari, so here you are. Why'd you spell here like that? Here you are indeed. Food at time, Valkyria Winter, food at night. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Bro,
Thank you,
there's
Valkyria
some like random like one-man team like game companies, indie devs out there that once a week just get shit put in their pockets, and because of this fucking show, they just like, I'm sure there's like whoever makes these games are waiting for Saturday because they know that some random weird person is out there just buying 12 fucking Fuda games in a day.
Well, imagine if you're
random weird person.
I have to imagine that it's the same developer. Did you check the developers for all the Fuda games you got?
So all the ones that use the like my stepsister, my stepmom, those
the same
are
one, right?
all the same dev. Yes, every single one of those is the same dev.
That dev must be looking every Saturday like, what the fuck is going? Like, why am I selling so many games on Saturday? how can I double it up? Like
double it up.
Deep in the sperm.
Fuck, bro. And ironically, Diz Jizz is the one that gives this Steven the sperm, which is crazy.
I think he might have gifted that one to me in the past as well.
Fucking Diz Jizz, bro. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. Holy shit. All right,
Wait,
boys.
I got something. Hold on.
You got something? All right. Once she's done, we're gonna get to the supers, and then we're gonna get to the yelling. Let's go. What do we got?
Hey, Miss Bella, thank you so much for Scurry says a hilarious little game where you play as mutated squirrels. Okay, that's hilarious. Go Forest and wreak havoc on the golf course. I've tried it. It's funny as fuck. I can dig that. That's something I definitely would play for funsies. Thank you so much, Miss Bella. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. And then Butter Framed in Gold said, here, God Forsaken. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Very nice of you.
That game looks good.
Guys.
Hell yeah.
I do like it. It's pretty dope.
All right, let's go over supers real quick, and then we're gonna get into the topics. We got Butterframed in Gold with a 2 says, let's go. We did. Frozen Dark with the 1 membership. Thank you, my man. King Demon Wing with a 10. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. You know, this wasn't happening until ABF showed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a nice, like, calm. It was nice and quiet. Now, granted, I get yelled at with TTS every night now, but still, the point is, like, there was a nice calm.
It's like
it's
like a mosquito bite. Like you actively ignore like scratching it and everything's okay, and just as it's getting to that point where it starts healing, you accidentally rub up against something, it just itches, and you scratch it and it gets worse again.
And
that's what just happened when ABF showed up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, get the joke again.
Thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. Little Jim's Halo with a 2. Once you go black, you never go back. Appreciate that. Demon Carol with a 5. Only way to deal with people who show up late. We'll start when you're ready, Sleeping Beauty. Oh,
you gotta read it in a very condescending tone. Like, we'll start when you're ready, Sleeping Beauty.
You gotta say it like an asshole, right?
Yeah, me, princess.
BioT with a 5. Someone say they need dad jokes. What do you do if your Xbox is crying? You console it.
That's true.
Oh man, Benjamin with a 2. What happened to be? Oh, what happened to be lack and to be lacquer? Hey, sheep.
Black and blacker.
Oh, I'm just reading it the way that he typed it. I know what he said.
I got you.
They got banned. That's it for being ironically black.
Black.
Flip Shazam with a 5. I'm really just glad to know that Alec Baldwin's finger and the real life fake wizard are actually two different people. Wait, is there like a
Why would you
conspiracy
think they were
here?
the same?
Now,
Is
I
there-
do feel like you guys are probably related, like, because you're both like Nephilim. You are giants. Like, you are both like 8 foot fucking tall, and it is awful standing next to you.
I'm 6 foot.
Well, that's
Leon.
I'm
You're just
6'4".
small.
Yeah, Leon, you're just tiny, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, yo.
Every time I see pictures of real life fake wizards standing next to like fans or whatever, I'm like, dude, is this guy on fucking stilts or something? Like, what is going on here? Like,
That's
there's
what the wizard robe is for.
there's no way this is legit.
You're like the
It feels sometimes,
the very
bro.
first boss in Spyro, which is a wizard on stilts, because you think it's this giant tall wizard, then you burn away the robe, and it's like
It's insane, bro. Like,
Wow.
relax. You don't got to be that tall. Stop. Anyway, shout out to Flip Shazam. We got Forgotten Vet with a $20 banger. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. Silent protagonist. Summer Days, $4.99 for the Hypno Torture Fund. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Benjamin with a 2. Alex Jones. That was testing the censorship. Kicking down with a 2. I'm late tax. Also, go mixtape go. Is that shit winning? It better not be winning. Benjamin with a 2 was right. Alex Jones tip jar was not wrong. Fair enough. Flip Shazam, 5 memberships. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Golden Apples, $4.99. Zesty Tube at full force. Yes, it is.
Yikes.
A little bit overboards most of the time. Summer Days with a $1.99. Cassie's Sundress Fund.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. Monkey Man with a 2. Alex Jones wasn't wrong. Thank you.
You could
Appreciate that.
you could donate all the money in the world to Cassie to wear a sundress, and the only thing that would change is that she became the richest person on the planet. That's it.
Literally.
Oh my god.
Just start $100,000 GoFundMe for a
It could
dress,
be a Pepsi. It could be a Pepsi sundress.
and then she's gonna move wherever BLM
definitely not.
moved.
Someone needs to fucking make the like an AI of the JoJo meme of like the walking and whatnot, but it's
Yeah,
Cassie and Elon.
you're
It's Cassie
approaching
and
me.
Elon Musk. She's got the first fucking crown.
That'll be insane.
Yeah.
Benjamin with a 2. What is Sheeps and Wizards Steam Tech? You guys got to put your.
I just put mine in the chat.
Yeah, I'll throw mine in the chat here in a second.
Okay.
Be my friend.
Late plug of Muddy Waters with a 2. Alex Jones is right.
You go.
Jason Alex
Oh,
over
you
to
worked
5. Leon has the Futanari Chronicles. He is definitely compiling pretty much almost every Futa game, like in Steam at this point.
Game preservation is something I take seriously. It is important.
Oh yeah. Oh sure. That's the reason. Yeah. Arepa with a 2. Gears date night with Wizard. So who is the bottom? Definitely Wizard.
Whoa.
100%.
Whoa, I don't know.
Oh,
Based
yeah.
on that image, I think it's pretty clear who's who
Do you-
in this closeted relationship.
Do you play on
pretty
control?
clear.
You play on controller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the bottom. Sorry.
It's Gears of War. It's controller. It's made for a controller.
Once it was available on PC, you had to man up and use keyboard and mouse. Sorry, brother. That's the bottom.
get the
That's
fuck
the
outta
bottom move.
here.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Exodus Council with
bullshit.
a 5. Now you're a certified chew. Very nice. Scrap Gamer with a 10. Jesus H. Christ Wizard. Who pissed in coffee? Saw your recent post in regards of Supergirl. Shit was so deep. You upset it. A squid VTuber who looked up to you. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. You're
Oh,
pissing off the
no.
squids now? What are you doing, man? Stop.
Wait,
I don't know, but I've
Actually,
upset a lot
people-
of people this week.
There's people defending that movie. Like, did anyone think it was gonna really be good?
I haven't even
there-
seen the shills defend it. Like even the
Yeah, no.
shill reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes give it a rotten.
The bots are working overtime. The shills are besides themselves for the second time this year. First with Star Wars, they couldn't defend it. Supergirl, they can't defend it. But the
Well, listen.
bots, man, they are paying for so many bots.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I just went to the movies today. All right. I got there. Supergirl, empty. Empty, bro. Like
What'd you
almost
see?
nobody.
Yeah, I was about to
I'm not telling you.
He
Well,
saw
I'm really,
Sheep
because I
Detectives.
told you to see the Furious. So I was really hoping you watched.
I
The
didn't see
Furious.
that. No, I didn't see that. I
God
didn't see
damn
that.
it!
No, dude,
I-
the Furious is so good.
The Furious is the best movie this year,
It's
bro.
so good.
It's not, but go off.
Oh, bullshit, Sheep. It's awesome. Furious
Let's
is great.
let's not fight over that. Let's save the energy for what we're gonna argue with. Arepa for a 2 says, or bottom of the split screen if y'all prefer. It's okay. Valkyria Winter, 5 memberships. Thank you, Valkyria Winter. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Adair Soto with a 5. Hey, Hypno, what you say around the egg whites? They can't take a yolk. Nice. Thanks. Appreciate that. Deidre Connick with a membership over on Rumble. I appreciate that as well. And last but not least, I got a couple gifted games that I think came in, and then we're ready to go. Unless anybody else got gifted games. But Turtle Brandon says, enjoy and gifted uppers. An over-the-top brawler that puts you in control of numerous fighters, including bonus character Daidoji Senpai of the Senran Kagura. Oh, wow. Series. Nice. Follow their journey through 7 varied acts across multiple difficulty levels. Wow, I never even heard of this game.
Hey, I might hold on. Let me add that to my.
Well, actually, wait. I might have heard of this game. Oh, wait. I remember this picture. I think we reacted to this trailer in a showcase somewhere. I don't remember when, but thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, damn.
Fucking nice.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so cool.
Why would you be sorry, Sheep? The fuck you on about?
No.
Persona 4 is the worst Persona.
Oh, this bitch.
Relax, relax. Don't fight yet. No. God damn. You move like a Portuguese driver, aggressively confident, dangerously incompetent, and somehow still surprised when everything crashes. Play Persona 3 Reloaded. Thank you, brother. Holy shit, man. This is insane. I appreciate that, bro. Major. I didn't even realize it was up for pre-sale yet. Holy
and I'm
shit.
still waiting on fucking Last Ronin. Come on, guys. Get it together.
Thank you. Thank you. No hearts left. I appreciate that, brother. Oh, come on, bro. You did not have to do this, ABF. Why do you do this?
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
You literally just could hang out with us, bro. ABF. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Wow, dude.
What's my buddy can't stop taking photos of himself with a boiling kettle. His doctor says he has self-esteem issues, and it's a Steam joke on top of that. That's
layers, bro. Layers.
There is so much to that fucking super chat. Guys, ABF, man, with a 199.69. I'm glad we're bringing back the 69, though. That's the most important. I remember that. 199.69. Thank you, ABF. That's insane, brother. I appreciate that. Holy fuck, dude. Insane. Wait, what?
You don't miss.
He's not wrong. That is the worst Persona. Oh, man. We're gonna damn. The chat wants to fight. Everyone wants to fight today. Relax, boys. All right. I think we're caught up on everything. Anybody got gifted games before we continue? Anything at all? Anything? Anything?
I've got one more, but fuck it. Let's
Not yet.
I want to get into the
Hold
show.
up. Am I tripping? How do I? I'm pretty sure there was a way to copy your Steam ID, right?
Go to add a friend.
You go to add a friend. And then you
add friends. That's what it was.
Add
Okay.
friends.
Yeah.
Adair Soto with a 5. Okay, one more. What did one slice of bread say to the other before the race? You're a toast.
Good one.
Was it though?
Yeah. It was excellent, actually.
Well, we gotta be honest with these ratings, man. They're never gonna get better if we're not honest.
They're all
Adair
good.
Soto, thank you, sir. I appreciate the 5. All right, guys, listen. Let's get into the content. Should we just start with the Steam Machine?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then never get to any other topic because we're too busy arguing all night long about the Steam Machine?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm down. Well, let's all come together on one thing before we start fighting about the Steam Machine. Let's come together on one thing. So, I don't know if you guys saw the Steam Machine. They just changed something recently, and it's interesting because I specifically remember we were talking about this on an SNH when they first announced the specs, and maybe you guys remember as we talk about it. But the Steam Machine just recently changed their disclaimer with the 4K 60 FPS targeted metric that they had for the Steam Machine, and now they've taken away the 60 FPS portion of that metric, and it's really annoying to me because it reminds me, I've said this before, what PlayStation did when PlayStation promised 8K gaming, and they even had the gold logo on the original PlayStation 5s, and just overpromising, and only to take it away, especially I feel like taking it away.
I don't want to defend Sony. I do not want to defend Sony. I fucking hate Sony. The reason they took it away because the PlayStation 5 actually did have the power to do so, but no games were being made in 8K, so it was coming off as false advertising. But it wasn't actually a Sony decision.
Well, they had a couple of games that they said.
I think there was 4 for the entire library.
It's a marketing issue. The marketing team is not talking to the actual hardware people on what it can actually do, and they're trying to get away with it. They did the same thing with the Steam Deck, by the way. They said 4K on that.
They did, yeah. I just don't like it. I hate it because what it does is there are a lot of people out there that really don't know hardware, and this Steam Machine is really ironically going to attract those kind of people because it is going for the convenience oriented buyer, and those people are just looking for something plug and play, and they'll just read everything at face value. And if they see 4K 60, and anybody that knows hardware knows there's just almost no fucking way that Steam machine is gonna. And even if it can, some games, the point is like, you should not be buying $1,000 machine expecting 4K performance. Like that's just stupid. Like don't even bother doing that. So I just hate that metric that or you know, that we live under that like requirement where these, like you said, marketing teams are trying to do all that. I just think it's bullshit.
Another thing too with the Steam machine, it's using only one stick of RAM instead of going dual channel. That's also affecting it's affecting performance by like, I don't know, like 8 to like 13%. Technically, somewhere in that range is what they estimated. So that fucking sucks too.
It's something you'll notice more and more extreme video games. Get ABF.
I think the techs actually defended that by saying that it does make a difference, but not in most games, because since most games are only using 2 cores these days anyways. And they wish that they could have put more memory in there, but really it's going to affect your productivity more than games.
It's also not every Steam machine. There are some that are going to have 1 stick and some that are going to have 2, depending on the overall supply.
Only have 1 though, from what I've seen everywhere.
I'm just telling you what they said in the interview with Gamers Nexus. Like that's what they
seems as
said.
though the first batch seems to just be 1 stick of RAM.
Yeah.
But they said eventually, maybe, likely, it'll be 2. But like that's so dumb. Like you don't know what the fuck you're buying at that point. Like, it's so silly.
Okay. Chad is saying that it's all 1, that they all got changed to 1. Again, all I'm going based off is the interview with Gamers Nexus. If there's anything anybody has that says differently, that they changed their mind and it's only 1, then I'll fix that. But that's what I'm going.
I heard him say that too, but I think that they might have changed it. Yeah.
If it is only 1, that's pretty shitty. You know, I mean, yes, like it does leave you room technically to upgrade, but like what people don't even, and we'll get into this when we talk about the hardware. People don't even realize, like, when you upgrade a computer, especially a computer like that is so tiny with such a restricted airspace, like they purposely designed that thing to maximize out at the current hardware that's in there. If you start upgrading components, they even tell you, like, you could run into heating issues with this machine, so it's might not even be worth it to do so half the time.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that, but that's a really good point.
Well, I think the only things you can upgrade are the memory and the storage, and
that's
that's about it. Yeah.
The longer M.2s, they do give off a bit more heat. I don't think it'll be an issue though.
Yeah, well, I'm just telling you, like they do have that disclaimer, because obviously, like once you start doing that, you can run into that, because it's a really small box. But anyway, so yeah, that whole 4K 60 FPS thing. I mean, the moment I saw the specs, many SNHs ago, I was like, dude, there's no way. And anybody looking to get that kind of performance out of this box, I think you're really shooting yourself in the foot. This is a 1080p medium to high settings kind of system, and you could probably get away with ultra settings on some video games, but it's gonna be few and far between. It's you got to really tailor your expectations. Any thoughts on that before we continue? Just that alone.
No, I mean, I think you're correct. There's not really anything to add. We're not gonna fight yet.
No, I think that's accurate.
Yeah, when I was in considering the Steam machine before I went ahead and just bought a way better laptop. Anyway, yeah, I was like, realistically, I'm aiming at 1080p 60 for everything on a monitor.
Yeah. And if you're doing any kind of portable gaming like that, I feel like that's the standard, like that's what you should be aiming for. Nobody's going to be looking for more outside of that. So in terms of the Steam machine, I want to go one by one and kind of get people's thoughts as to whether or not they feel like it is and is not worth it. And if you feel like it's both, depending on the situation, whatever, kind of explain yourself. Sheep, do you want to go first?
Sure. I think that, well, I'm not going to lie. My expectations were kind of like quickly thrown off a fucking cliff, because I thought it was going to be like, somewhere around like 700-800. Clearly, that's not the case, even for the base model. I still want it. I put myself on the fucking notification list, and I got the email to say, hey, be on the lookout for that email, and you get 3 days before you can purchase it. But
who got? But I'm sorry to cut you off. Who here got accepted? If you put yourself on the list, just Sheep.
I didn't even apply.
I didn't put myself on the list. I'm already on too many lists as it is.
I'm sure
This
you
is true.
are.
This is true.
Okay, fair enough. I think Sevi got denied, right? And I got denied also.
Yeah, I got denied. Yep.
Holy shit!
All right.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead, Sheep.
It's fucking crazy. But yeah, I'm looking to get one. My wife, me and my wife ended up getting accepted. So
cheaters.
Did you get
Actually,
the
no, we're
512 or
relatively loyal to
the
each other.
2 terabyte? Which one did you end up getting?
We just got the base, the one without the controller,
base?
because we
Okay.
both already have Steam controllers as it is, so you don't need all that extra stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, I know it's low specs. I know it's basically it's essentially keeping up with a PS5, and that's fine. I still want it, and
Why do you want it? Why do you want it? Out of curiosity.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to bring my laptop or my computer downstairs every time I want to play something on a big screen. It's like, this is the biggest screen I have here, but this screen, it's already got like 3 different consoles hooked up to it. So that's all 3 ports that I don't feel like fucking around with that shit every single time. So it's more so for the convenience of it all. I can just play my games downstairs.
Okay. Anything else?
Ultimately, not really. No, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna have my library downstairs. I wonder.
So you do think it's worth it? That's like the ultimate stance. Then you do think it's worth it, or
the thing is, that's a very subjective stance. Primarily,
yeah, everybody's gonna be answering for their own. Like, do you think it's worth it?
Do I think it's worth it?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. The unfortunate truth of the matter is, it would have been a way more reasonable price if it weren't for the situation we're in as far as data centers and stuff like that goes. So either way, it was either going to be high price or it was going to be low price. What my more expected price, but what it boiled down to is I was going to get it regardless. So
yeah,
that's where I am.
I have one question for you. So you say that it's like not overpriced, but it's like it's expensive no matter what. But the thing is, even if this situation with hardware didn't exist and these consoles weren't going up in price, the Steam machine still would be equally more more expensive than it is right now compared to the consoles, just at a lower price point.
Yep.
So does that, like, the reason why I asked this question is, like, is this something where it's not worth it because it's $1,000 starting, or it's not worth it because it's more expensive than the consoles that it's not competing against? Like,
I think it's more the 1,000 starting, primarily because you link up your Steam library and you already have a litany of games like that you can choose from. My logic going into it, into like making this decision was, if I were to buy two PS5s, I still wouldn't have enough games to play or as many games to play as I do for Steam. And
what if you aren't a Steam buyer? Would you view this to be like, well, let's say you're thinking about getting into the Steam platform and you were looking at this to, like, I guess, start you off. Is it worth it at that point?
Yes. It's essentially like a PC where the biggest price, the highest price you're going to pay is basically upfront, but at that point you can just go to, like, you pick up from any Steam sale basically and get a bunch of games for a lower price, and you're not paying anything extra. You don't have to worry about waiting for the next version of the console to come out to be able to play the games that are already available, kind of deal, if that makes sense.
Okay. Fair enough. Leon?
So I actually hold a lot of similar sentiments to Sheep. But that being said, do I find this worth it? For me? Nah. I didn't spend a goddamn metric shit ton of money to build this command center to play on a fucking console. I don't like doing it. I like sitting at my PC. I like gaming at my PC. What? No, I know it's not a console, but what I'm saying is, like, if for the people that are gonna be like hooking this up to their TV and playing on the controller, that is a more console experience aesthetically. It is.
Yes.
I convinced you to build that PC at the perfect time, Leon.
You really did, motherfucker. You really did.
I remember that conversation.
So, like, now that being said, do I think this is worth it for individuals? Because I get that I'm probably in the minority. I like sitting at a PC. I like having multiple monitors, doing all that sort of thing. But a lot of other folk might enjoy the aesthetic console experience. They might want to sit in their living room. I don't. So for them, I would say it's worth it. Thing is, I don't think this is expensive. Is it out of some people's price range? Yes, and that doesn't make something expensive because there's going to be tiered costs to all sorts of stuff. I think this is a great deal. Like Sheep was saying, it's all upfront costs. Like, yeah, you pay $1,000. This is going to pay for itself way quicker than any other way to game. If we're talking about, again, the aesthetic console experience, because for what you got a Switch, all right, sure, Switch is $400 cheaper, but their games are $80, $90, and Nintendo never put shit on sale. Oh, you got a PlayStation, great. Yeah, they might run sales now and again. They don't run no like, hey, this $70 game is now $12 kind of fucking sales.
Well, that's why I asked the question, to Sheep. I'm like, just out of curiosity, is it expensive because of the price, or is it expensive because it's more expensive than what people thought it should be cheaper than?
People that thought that were retarded. When this
there's a lot of people that thought like that, though. That's the problem.
I watched this. The Steam Machine was announced 7 months ago. I went back and watched my video covering the announcement. At the 46-minute mark, I predicted the price, and guess what I said? Wow. What ended up being? $1,049 or whatever, $50 higher than I thought it would be. Bro, I'm not sweating over no 50 fucking bucks, especially if you're gonna buy a PS5 Pro, which is $900, or you pay $150 more for something like this. This is a no-brainer when you look at it compared to other devices. And again, this is a PC. It's a low-end to mid-tier PC, but it's a PC nonetheless. So this is the conversation around this device has been mind-blowing to me. Yes, it's worth it. No, I won't be getting one because I like playing the way I play.
I think most people that are hardcore gamers, they probably have a more powerful PC, are probably not going to get one anyway, unless it was so cheap that they couldn't say no. Kind of like a, probably. I feel like that's fair. Sebi, what do you think?
So, I have PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 5. I have like Xbox. I don't use them because I don't really. I don't like it. But most of the games that I do play are in Steam. Right. So, and I said this, I think earlier today, it's more like the reason why I got into the wait list to buy it is because if I do get it, assuming I get the email, is so I can hook it up to like a TV so I can play it while I'm in bed before I go to bed, in a bigger TV versus just the Steam Deck thing. So it's more for that purpose instead of just being like, oh, I'm playing it because it replaces a PlayStation or an Xbox. I'm not doing that. I generally don't play games in the PlayStation or the Xbox. All the games I play that I'm trying to 100% are in Steam, and that would be the only reason why I would get it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
ABF?
I think people are looking at it wrong, and I think it's because Valve marketed it incorrectly. And the reason being is because they are pairing new hardware with old, right? The CPU and the GPU that they made a custom motherboard for to make it fit in this tiny ass little box, it can't be replicated. So if form factor isn't a factor for this, if the form factor isn't a factor, then this thing is not for you. I actually have a 3D print of the Steam machine. It is extremely small. I have a micro ATX motherboard. It will not fit in here no matter what you do. That, and you also have to stuff a power supply in there, which Valve had to make a proprietary size to make that happen. This thing really was meant to be under the TV. In fact, the engineers even said that they were given the dimensions of 6 inches so they can fit it in a cubby of a center channel speaker for your entertainment system. So would I recommend this to anyone? No. Would I recommend this to anyone that doesn't have a PC? No. I actually recommend this to people that maybe already have a PC and like, Sheep City and want to bring it into a different room of the house.
Okay. Fair. Wizard.
Okay. A lot of good discussions so far. A lot of good points of view. I have to agree with ABF on pretty much everything he said. I do think that Steam marketed this in a unique way. They kind of just they went extremely general when we know, and we've talked about how they're actually marketing to a very specific person, but they advertised it generally. I don't know why they did that. I kind of wish they didn't, because I don't want to speculate about it, but here we are, continuing the speculation. I really like the idea, and this is something we were talking about backstage before the show started, was, earlier today we saw Meta PCs launch their own product called Steamroller, and it's shipping with the Steam OS. So I'm like, well, wait a minute now. So you got the Steam machine, but then you're going to have all these other companies that are making their own Steam machines that have regular computer parts, and so now we're in a world where it turns out the Steam OS is worth more in gaming and it's free. It's worth more than the Steam machine itself. And I think that's a little bit more of an exciting conversation. Do I think it's worth it? I mean, look, everything that ABF just said, it's like, okay, yeah. And I'm in that boat. I want to play on my couch too. I want to be able to play here, and I want to be able to play on my couch. Now, recently, I have gotten a few years ago, I had a death in the family, and I had to go back home for a long time to put stuff back together. And I ended up going to Costco, and I bought a computer because I needed to be able to keep working. I didn't have all my stuff with me. I was there for a few months. I have now relocated that back here, and I've turned that into a gaming computer. I've fixed it up, put some better stuff in it, and it's a gaming computer. But at the end of the day, with the timing and everything, I spent about $1,600, and it's a powerhouse. And when I look at this, and I'm like, I plug that into my television, and I'm like, oh, I'm good to go. So then I started looking at it, and I look at Costco, which is where I would buy, if I'm buying a pre-built computer, which I know Cassie would hate the idea of buying a pre-built, but I happen to think that they're okay. Costco, you could get them pretty cheap, and not even pretty cheap, but you can get a computer, Meta PCs, Costco's. You could get a powerhouse at affordable prices that'll do the job. With people like us and everybody here on this panel, we make videos. I make videos. Hypno makes videos. We all do. We need stuff to make videos, and sometimes that's different from gaming. You can game on something that's not necessarily lifelike graphics, and you're going to have a great time.
Well, to add that with ABF was talking about how he helped me build this PC when we were talking about the parts and everything needed. I was like, I need to prioritize the YouTube aspect, the live streaming, the video editing, all that, and the gaming stuff. While I want it is secondary, and this entire beast of a fucking PC was built around the YouTube aspect first, and it's going to be a completely different experience in the Steam machine. That was by design.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really expect the Steam machine to compare to a high-end computer. But also, and here's a big one, so I've spent, I want to say, the last 2-ish weeks playing games on PC, which is something that I have natively, and with the Steam sale has really helped, and you guys have helped with that. But I've been playing a lot of PC games lately. And I'm coming from console. I don't care if it's the Steam machine, the consoles suck. And I'm so on board with that just after the last 2 weeks. The load time
after your Crimson Desert
games,
experience was ruined.
That
everything was ruined for him.
It ruined the Crimson Desert experience for me, and there are still people that hate on me for that. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I missed out on playing the game when it launched. You sons of bitches.
I remember your rage, bro. It was. I'm sorry, it was hilarious.
We were on the show, and you guys are all like, "Oh, it's such a great game. You're having a great time." I'm like, are we playing the same thing? This game fucking sucks. Turns out we weren't playing the same thing.
You realize that Hayden brought his laptop, and we all played Crimson Desert on his laptop. And the laptop is way better than the fucking PlayStation. Just saying.
But I think that's just it. So, is this worth it? To somebody like me personally, I'm going to say no. You can get something better for a couple bucks more, but I don't know. Look, if you're like, I need it because it's the Steam product, and you're buying it because it's the name brand, then that's why you're buying this. There are alternatives out there. End of rant. Get the fuck off of consoles. Consoles are.
I think there's more reason that people are buying it personally.
Gosh,
we'll talk about that.
There's one that we haven't brought up.
Let's wait.
Okay.
Let's have Cassie get her turn, and then we'll start talking and whatnot. Cassie, go ahead.
Well, so obviously, I think that this is a complete total fucking ripoff. ABF is definitely right in a sense of I literally had an argument with someone on Thursday during my live stream. And as much as you think I may in fact hate pre-builts, I mean, I think every situation you got to consider what is worse. And literally was having an argument
You said
with
it on
somebody.
the show. That's why.
Absolutely. I know I do hate the concept of a pre-built because, at the end of the day, a lot of pre-built sites, there's a whole lot of reasons, right?
It's so
Some of them
bad.
won't disclose the specific parts, like the actual nitty-gritty of the parts and stuff like that. That kills me inside. But I literally was like, dude, unless you literally cannot fit anything else in your wherever you're gonna put this besides a fucking square, like buy anything else because it is just retarded to pay over $1,000 for this product, given the performance, given the fact that it doesn't come with the general accessories that you would expect, especially at that price point. This thing is a complete total fucking ripoff. I literally went on fucking Walmart.com, look at pre-builts, and was naming off stuff. There is no value proposition at all with this product. There is no upgrade path for this product. There is nothing you could do to argue in its favor. It just doesn't make any sense at all. And to pretend otherwise, it is just crazy. Like if you choose to buy this, it's a choice, right? It's not a good one, but you're free to do absolutely whatever you want to do to your life. But it's not a good choice. And to pretend that it is just being completely and totally ignorant. It is kind of disappointing overall because I feel like, in a different, in a particularly different set of circumstances, I think the Steam Machine could have been a cool entry level, PC for a lot of people that are generally interested or like, a commuting pass. Thankfully, I didn't wait around on Steam to solve my commuter issue because the thought of paying $1,000 for this crock of shit when I paid $1,180 for my gaming laptop, to which already has the OLED screen attached to it that I could just simply bring to work with me and do whatever I want with it, is really fucking nice. And though I don't have SteamOS on it, and I will not be putting SteamOS on my laptop, overall the performance kicks this in the fucking in the balls every singular time on everything. And I don't have any limitations of what I can play. Not only, already the Steam Machine comes with a general caveat of, well, if you're looking at this from I just want to plug and play, you're looking at the caveat of, but you can't play most popular multiplayer games. You may not be a multiplayer gamer. That doesn't affect you, and that's completely fine. But it automatically, even in the best case scenario, does come with some general caveats to it. Now we're just adding on the price point, which completely, like I said, there is no proposition here other than you can't fit any other fucking thing in your setup other than this square box. And some people, maybe not. I highly doubt that is the case. But hey, if it is, I don't know. I don't see this being a better commuting proposition than a laptop because you still would have to lug around a monitor or settle for a monitor situation. I don't know. I would never feel comfortable leaving a monitor at my job, especially if it was one that looked as nice as my laptop monitor. So you would have to have a very specific set of circumstances that would make this a better situation than a gaming laptop. I just feel like in 9 times out of 10, it doesn't exist. So yeah, I just don't see the point. I would say get a pre-built every time because at least there's an upgrade path for you. And if you get an all AMD build, PC pre-built situation, you could put SteamOS on it if you want to. And now the introduction of SteamOS already prepackaged is becoming a thing as well, not with just the Steam Deck. So that option is going to exist now too. So there's that.
Okay. ABF, you wanted to say something before I guess I say something?
Yeah. This has already gone on sale at the in the Asian markets. I don't know how many there were. The Komodo Station, they already sold out within a couple hours. Jess and I just went to Japan. A lot of people there are into retro gaming, And I think that people really, really like the fact that they can just plug this into their TV and install their favorite ROMs. And it'll play.
Well, actually, not only that, I mean, you went to Japan, so a lot of them not have a whole lot of space. Like, there's pretty tiny houses out there.
I mean, still, you go in the arcades, they got the giant machines. They're all playing the old school retro games.
I think a lot of it has to do with the limited space. That's why PC gaming is not huge compared to console out there. They prefer. Why I think Nintendo consoles, outside of being obviously Japanese focused, they're usually pretty tiny. So they're perfect. Like it fits what they're looking for. You want to
know everyone hates the Steam machine? Because it don't got a handle like my boy the GameCube. That's what it is.
I'm sure you can make one.
Or you can 3D print a case to have.
Of course, his is fruity.
What do you mean Smash Bros? It's signed by. What do you mean fruity? It's Smash Bros. And it's signed by Mario himself.
Of course, he's got all this shit all over it. You can't just have a GameCube. He's got to have all this shit on it.
Asian markets are definitely huge for this.
My Smash Bros. GameCube was amazing. Fuck you.
My main thing is I don't understand why people like, not necessarily any of you guys, just in general. Why people are
white people? You say
no? Why people?
See, I have a normal GameCube, normal one.
Like why people thought this was going to be a powerhouse? Maybe that's because of like the marketing from Steam. With the whole 4K nonsense.
We all thought it was going to be more powerful. Yeah, we all did.
I never thought it was like once I saw the specs, I'm like, yeah, this shit is not going to be powerful. 8 gigs of VRAM, like
we
not.
We were calling it a low-end PC when it was announced 7 months ago. I don't like. Are they that memory hold? Do they not remember we said low end PC?
For me,
in all fairness, I think that SteamOS was people thought it was going to make up more ground than it inevitably did. I mean, my laptop, like I said, I paid $1,180 for it, and has 8 gigs VRAM, and it does wonders. I mean, to be honest with you, a big thing that kind of shits on the situation with the Steam machine is that AMD software features are just not as good as NVIDIA. And I'm not saying NVIDIA is great by any means either, but literally DLSS is really awesome. And it definitely helps out in a lot of situations. And frame gen is nice to have in your pocket too, when you do have a type of PC that does have some limitations to it.
When did you buy that laptop again?
I bought it in February, so.
What's a laptop like that worth now, out of curiosity?
Now it went up to $1,000, almost $800. So it did shoot up quite a bit. Yep.
Got it. Are you gonna say something, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think it's the AMD as an issue. I think it's that they chose old AMD stuff to put in there. This is actually stuff that AMD had left over, and I think they tapped the shoulder of Valve, and they were like, "Hey, we already make stuff for Steam Decks. Can you make this stuff work too?" And the only way to make it make sense was to put it in a small ass box that you can only throw a certain amount of watts at to cool it.
Right. Yeah, I feel like this architecture was probably the easiest for them to customize for this particular box instead of anything new gen. But anyway, I think that a lot of people are just leaving out major components as to why this machine is going to sell, who's it for, who's it not for. I don't think this thing's for hardcore gamers whatsoever. Like literally whatsoever. I don't think that any hardcore gamer outside of someone who maybe is a hardcore gamer but never touched PC before would probably be interested in this. Because realistically, people are talking as if Valve just purposely chose to not build a desktop. Like people are building desktops and comparing it to the Steam machine, and they're like, hey, for the same amount, I could get the same performance. Or like maybe like $50, $100 cheaper, whatever the case may be. People are comparing this little fucking box to a desktop, and I'm like, bro, do you really think Valve's R&D department couldn't figure that out? Like, if we just put bigger components that use less heat and provide more power in a desktop, that we can make a Steam machine and just slap it on a fucking desktop? Like, of course they can. It completely defeats the purpose of what this little fucking box was supposed to be. Wasn't supposed to be a powerhouse. Wasn't supposed to be a console. It's literally just an entry point for people that are buying convenience. That's what's being sold here. What's being sold to you is convenience. It's the same reason why you can charge $10 for a bottle of water in the air, but not $10 in a bodega for the same bottle of water. You're buying convenience, and you're also not factoring in how people just don't want to deal with the shit that everybody's saying. Oh, just build this. It'll be easy. Have you guys not seen what it looks like when a normie builds a computer?
Yes,
let
we
me
watch Kata's
revert
stream,
you
yes.
to Kata's stream.
We saw
Okay?
Kata. Yeah, we saw Kata trying to. That was bad. That
People-
was.
Oh, poor Kata.
People
man.
talk, bro. People talk all this shit. Like, I'll just build this. I'll just build that. Whatever. Yeah, that's how we think. Okay, my computer is $9,000. I built it myself. Like, yes, I know we can do that. Okay, but the thing is, that's not most people. Most people are not looking to do that. Most people, they look at computer components, they're like, they don't know what the fuck that they're looking at.
And also the problem with that is if somebody wants to go in and learn about PC building, they got a lot of work to do. And by the time you've gotten all that work done, prices are completely different from what they were from when you started learning how to build a PC.
Yeah.
So some people are just like, fuck it, I'll have somebody else build it for me.
My point is, there's a reason why convenience is the number one factor in price points, usually, especially if you're selling something that is meant to be convenient. Obviously, there are some things that are not, but I'm just telling you, like this little box, is it a powerhouse? Fuck no. Is it expensive? Yeah, because everything else is also expensive. This is why, like, the people who are complaining about the price, some of them have to sit there and ask, are you complaining because it's over 1,000? Or are you complaining because it's more expensive than other hardware that you're comparing it to that you feel it should be cheaper than? Because I feel like it's the second one for a lot of people, and many people
thinking about it. It's the second one. The problem is most people aren't even thinking about it. Most people see 4 numbers instead of 3 numbers, and they instantly bug out.
And then I also have to ask the question too. It's also, you're not even selling the and again, just to be clear, I've told, like, most people are. This is not for most people. When people ask me, like, hey, should I buy this? I'll ask them a couple questions to see if I think it's for them. But ultimately, I'm like, do what you want to do. But this is not for most people, ironically. Mm-hmm. And this is why I said during SNHs many times before, they're not trying to mass market this. The people who are like, oh, this got to compete with consoles, otherwise it's going to flop. That mindset does not fucking work for Steam. It never has, it never will, and they never will ever do that.
Either.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something else to be pointed out there, because you're 100% correct, and that's like kind of what I was saying before. Like, they're marketing it to a specific person, but they also, like, their particular buyer is a specific person, but they marketed it generally speaking, which elevated the conversation to bring in all the console gremlins into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what it's being compared to.
Well, they would have brought this house anyway.
real quick. Sorry, I got. Hold on.
Hang on.
No, it'll be super quick. I address a comment. Someone in the chat said, of course, they bug out. Most people are on minimum wage. Less than 2% of the American workers are on minimum wage. Fuck you. Continue.
Dude, the stream where I went through this, I went through the medium income by race and by location, and that's not accurate. But anyway, so
Wizard,
I mean,
let Wizard finish. Let Wizard finish.
Oh, go ahead.
The main problem here is not that the Steam machine is too expensive. It's that Xbox and PlayStation have just been emboldened to get closer to this price point. And then the fact that this is selling out, which it is selling out, it is being scalped for $2,000, $3,000, simply because it has Steam on it, right? Even though it's a computer, it's going to degrade, and in 2 years this will be obsolete or dramatically reduced in value, or like on the books. I'm saying this is a sticky situation when it comes to consoles, more so than Steam. Hypno, with what you were describing, it was like, hey, you know what? Yeah, this isn't for hardcore gamers. But if I just wanted to switch from my gaming PC to like the television, if I had that, it's like, all right, well, that's pretty good. That's fine. I'm just switching to a different part of my house. And if you have the disposable income, then that's great. This isn't for kids. I remember, months ago we talked about like, oh, is this for kids? And it's like, obviously not. No, this is for people that have the money and the convenience, and they're already part of the Steam ecosystem. But there's going to then be the ramifications on the other end where this is going to impact the fact that Xbox just raised prices again, and that's not for the current system. They're not raising prices for the current system. They're inching forward so that when they finally do drop Project Helix, they can charge $1,000 now.
Well, there's that,
that's gonna be shit.
There's that, and this price increase they're all seeing that I think PlayStation's also going to join in soon. I think we're going to see that. This current round of price increase is not market conditions. We know Grand Theft Auto is about to come out. This is about to be the biggest game we have in our consoles. We're raising our prices before that game comes out. That way we could try to sell as many consoles as possible during the holiday season after the game releases in November. Come Black Friday and fucking Christmas and shit. This is the GTA tax, like, for these consoles. It's the last round. This is their last shot, because then they're going to be focused on their next gen hardware after this and kind of like slowly but surely sunset in a way. But you get what I'm saying. What I was going to tell you really quick is that there is one group of people that I know that this is 100% for, or at least targeted. You know, whether Steam will openly tell you this or not, this is what I believe. This is targeted towards that 75% of people that are using Steam, that have computers that are as good or worse than this, that are most likely using Steam only because they heard about it. They probably play a couple indie games on it or something that is relatively like not that performance hungry. They just kind of like there. And this is a more dedicated gaming machine for them that is also plug and play without. And to be honest, you'd be surprised how many people are going to use this as an actual computer, especially if you live in Asian countries. You'd be shocked how many people are actually going to fuck around with this thing and start doing all kinds of nonsense with it. That's who I think that they're aiming for. They're not aiming for people like me, because I've had a theory for a little while now that I believe that part of the reason why I think I was denied is because, like, I feel like they look at the hardware specs and they tend to probably be focusing more on the people that need it versus those that don't. Or maybe they're not.
Jeff
I don't
Keighley
know.
absolutely needed it.
Well, Jeff Keighley's different. He's,
I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a facetious comment.
But even if they're not, at the end of the day,
wouldn't it be fucking funny though if your PC and shit's better than Jeff Keighley's? It probably is. It probably is. But the point is, I just think that this machine is specifically targeting that convenience buyer, and the selling point of this machine to those convenience buyers are going to have not absolutely nothing, but barely anything to do with the actual gaming part, and everything to do with the convenience part. Can I take it with me? Can I just, carry this in an HDMI wire and play it literally anywhere? If I go to a hotel, plug it into a TV, something along those lines, like super easy. And if I keep it in my living room, barely takes up any fucking space. What is it, 6x6x6 or something?
Yep.
Yeah. So 6x6 box is extremely small, which is why it needs custom parts that you can't get anywhere else. That's where those like extra $100 to $200 that you're going to spend on this, in comparison to a Walmart computer that it will probably have a terrible fucking BIOS on it, that the computer will probably melt down on you at some point later down the line with zero fucking support whatsoever that you're going to have for that computer. You got to factor in that these things matter to people. It's not just about the Steam label, because I know that's the easy thing to say. It's like fanboyism, or it's just Steam. Like, the thing is, people know Steam has good support. People know Steam has a good refund policy, or at least they hear about it. People know that when push comes to shove, if something were to go wrong with this, it should be a pretty straightforward experience with their support system, because that's how the Steam Decks are usually. People know that. So when they see that $100 to $200 difference, that kind of convenience and that stability, I guess is the word I'm looking for, with using a platform like Steam, is important for those buyers that don't think like us. They don't think like, oh, well, I could build a stronger computer that's bigger. I'll get a mini tower, even though the mini tower is like 10 times the size of the fucking Steam machine, but it doesn't matter. I'll get a mini tower with 16 gigs of RAM, and or not 60, I'm sorry, 32 gigs of RAM. And that'll show them, Valve, you never thought of that, huh? Like, no, of course they did. Of course they did. If they wanted to make a fucking desktop, they could have. That's what I don't understand from people who are yelling at this thing, or like, yeah, I could just build something more powerful. Even some laptops are bigger than the fucking Steam machine. That's not the point. Good.
I wanted to point something out too. So I not a big fan of Linus Tech Tips, but he did the WAN show, and I watched about 10 minutes
ABF,
of it.
I'm sorry, ABF. What is the deal with Linus Tech Tips, bro? You're like the 20th person that I've heard say not a fan of Linus Tech Tips. What did he do? He kill someone?
No, he's a Canadian, and he was all against the truckers.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Backs,
Canadian. Yeah, never mind.
But
okay,
all that aside, he brings an extremely good point to when he was talking about it on the WAN show about 1 day ago. He points out that they marketed it as they were competing with the PS5. It obviously didn't. They accidentally found a new market that it does appeal to, and that's the Mini Mac. You guys remember the Mini Mac? They're like about $1,000, about this size.
Mac Minis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can't really game that well. They can kind of game, but not really. People see this as a Mac Mini that can kind of play games right.
Wait, is the AI community going to jump on this?
Oh, probably.
Is the
I don't know.
vibe coders going to go after this like they did with the Mac Minis a couple months ago?
Well, I mean, it's funny you said because this thing actually is incredibly customizable. There's going to be a market for people that just love doing fun tech shit that want this.
Dude, what's
that?
that?
Be fun to play with.
What's that box that somebody like some company was selling like a design for the box and it's like sold out already and shit? What? It's something. I think Savvy sent it. It had like a heart on it or something. I don't know.
It was the portal.
Oh,
the
yeah.
portal.
Yeah.
Companion cube.
That shit sold out
Companion
immediately.
I think
Yeah,
they're getting
sold out.
in trouble. Yeah, they took it down.
That's
Oh,
rough.
really?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's rough. That sucks if that's the case.
They have a new model up though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, but it's not, Half-Life themed.
Okay, that's fair.
Hey.
Another thing that I saw people doing is they were looking at the performance benchmarks for some video games. With the Steam machine, it's like people were taking, like, Gamers Nexus specifically said that they are benchmarking it in a way that most people would not play the game, right? So like they're benchmarking like Cyberpunk, for example. I think they did like ultra fucking settings at 1080p with ray tracing on, and then with ray tracing off or something like that. And then with ray tracing on, I think it was like 22 FPS or something like that.
Yeah, just don't run ray tracing.
Without ray tracing, I think it was like 59 FPS. I was actually shocked. I was like, wait, what's getting 60 at ultra? I thought maybe high settings, but not ultra. The point is, people were taking the 22 FPS number and spreading that around as if that was the only thing it's capable of. And I'm like, bro, this is why, like, I can't stand when there is a level of fanboyism that just, and I'm not just talking like consoles, just in general, like there is a level that people go where they go above and beyond because like it's all about factions. And it's like, bro, there are people out there that genuinely want to know what this hardware is capable of. And if all they saw was your Twitter post, they're going to think that Cyberpunk runs at 22 FPS at like low settings on a Steam machine or something stupid. It's like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? I don't get it. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, again, there are like, I think the only game that really did poorly, and that's because it's a Linux problem, is Forza. Forza has a Linux problem specifically. So it performed like absolute shit. I think it was like 20 something FPS at best.
It's not a Steam machine issue. It's a Linux issue.
Yeah, on that one specifically. But in any case, again, the only thing I can say personally is that I think that the Steam machine is a victim of a couple of things. Really bad marketing, number one. And number two, just really bad understanding from a lot of people that looked at this machine and I guess they thought consoles. So they immediately went in with that mindset of like everything that's been applicable to consoles so far. Like people were saying that Steam should take a loss. That's another thing we should have a conversation about. Before we do that, Sheep, go ahead. Before we do that, Sheep.
I was about to say a third factor that really kind of like makes it look bad is just the timing. Because had the Steam machine drop like, around like 21, 22, this wouldn't be that big a deal. Like they'd have a different price attached to it. But because they released it in the most financially retarded time, I guess you could say, it looks exceptionally bad that they're just like, hey guys, here's something that's keeping up with the current gen consoles for twice the price. Have fun, kind of deal. It looks kind of bad.
Yes, but also think about, because I've heard people say they shouldn't have released it. But the thing is, if they didn't release it, what would have that have done? Like other than just like pretend like Valve is totally not going to do it. They would have did it in the future at a higher price. The point is, it's not about the number. It's about the fact that number is higher than the consoles. That's what I genuinely think it is. And it's because people have this mindset where they view Steam, and I don't know why this is. We've talked to me and Leon talked about this many times. I don't know why this is, but people look at Steam as like the third world fucking country. Where this Steam is the biggest platform.
Steam is like Wakanda. Like
Steam is the biggest platform. It's got at this point almost 200 million concurrent users. Not concurrent. I'm sorry. Active monthly users. 200 million. PlayStation's at like 130, 140. Xbox is like at 120 or 130, something like that. Steam is the biggest platform with the best platform in terms of what you can actually utilize Steam for, with actual written reviews, communities, forums, everything that you use Steam for. So they offer the most. They have the biggest platform, and you expect them to be the cheapest. And they're open-ended, and they don't charge you to play online. I'm sorry, Sheep. I'm just thinking about it.
You're good. By the way, Leon, it's less Wakanda, more Latveria.
Oh,
Let's go for that.
okay.
Okay.
It just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Like they're literally offering the most. Again, I'm not. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Fine, totally get it. I get that. But bro, just think what you're asking for. The most open-ended platform, no restrictions, no online play, the most features by a long shot. It's not like it's close. It's like literally the most features by a long shot.
I also think there's another angle that a lot of people aren't really talking about, and that's that they're already under investigation for
It's got the most food too. There you go. That's a selling point.
No,
Sorry,
they already have heat for being a monopoly, and they have lawyers constantly fighting that off.
True.
If they subsidize the console, I bet you their lawyers are like, please don't. We're gonna have more work ahead of us if you do.
That is a big point. Again, this is a multifaceted conversation, and people will try to simplify it to like the most basic fucking. It's the price. Like there's a lot that goes into this. But yes, you are right. Like they are constantly under attack, especially by a Sweeney boy that can't get Steam off his mind. But anyway,
God, bro. I feel bad for his wife because Gabe is having fun.
Yeah, think about it. If Steam subsidized the machine, there is going to be an influx of people that are going to buy this machine because it's the cheapest computer at the smallest form factor, that's insane. That goes against everything. Like the smaller the tech is, usually the more expensive it is because the more convenient it is. So that's the whole reason why cell phones have started to grow in price. You know what I mean? They started off being cheaper, but they just started to grow in price more and more. But ironically, they got bigger. The point is, convenience usually sells. So the smaller the tech, the more expensive it is. So they would have offered the cheapest PC on the market that is also the smallest PC on the market. People would have took that, and they either would have sold the fucking components if they could have, or they would just have the cheapest computer at the cheapest price and never have to partake in Steam whatsoever. Because Steam doesn't have a subscription service. There's nothing to lock you in. And people say, well, you could do that with PlayStation. You could buy a PlayStation and never buy a PlayStation game. You're gonna have an overpriced DVD player. Like that's a totally different. Like you're comparing the cheapest computer on the market if they were to subsidize it versus the most expensive DVD player that you could possibly buy when you could just go buy like a $100 one or whatever. Like it's not comparable. So I don't understand this mindset of like they should subsidize it. Now I personally think for optics sake, just to be fair, I personally think they should have made the base model $989 because for optics sake, that 3-digit number instead of the 4, you'd be surprised how far that would go with people's mental states. But that's me personally. So if you subsidize like $50 there, maybe like I feel like lawyers could argue that that's like cost, ABF. Like that's not necessarily like trying to be a monopoly.
I actually think there's about $100 of wiggle room back and forth currently. And
probably
I think that they left that wiggle room because things are actually going to get worse.
Oh, things are definitely going to get worse. Look at their wording. Steam said that the price of the machine is the cost of the components as they are right now.
Yeah.
That
we're not going to see
is right now.
RAM and storage until 2028, maybe.
That's the only reason why I'm a little upset at not being picked for the Steam machine is because I was already going to go for the 2 terabyte, and now I know when I get in the next round, if I do, I'm going to be paying like $200-300 more probably. That's the issue, So it's and keep it in mind that's all across the board. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a PlayStation increase before GTA. Yeah. I really think it's going to happen. Or if they don't do it, is because they're going to get some kickback from Grand Theft Auto because those two motherfuckers are like partnering together. Like PlayStation's going harder on GTA than they ever did on their first party games, which is crazy. So
I mean, they came out and said that GTA 6 is optimized for PlayStation above everything else.
No, plays best. Well, yeah,
plays
which is
best.
more. That's more
plays
insulting.
Best.
Imagine
plays
being
best.
Xbox, like, hey, we have GTA 2, and then it's like, yeah, but it plays best on PlayStation. Like, damn, it's a little insulting, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy work. Anyway, so just final thoughts on the Steam machine before we move on. Anybody? Don't care.
It's time to lock down what you've got. Make sure your computer is operational. If you need to upgrade certain things, do it now. It is going to get worse. Real quick, Lenovo. There was I think it was from yesterday. Lenovo had some kind of conference somewhere, and they said that the component prices with AI are not going away by 2027 or 2028. They are now saying prices are not going to stabilize, not come down, stabilize until 2030 at minimum.
2030.
It's going 2030 at minimum. This is Lenovo.
I'm going to tell people like this, man. If you're sitting here thinking I'll just wait for things to come down, you're gonna be in the same predicament that home buyers are in right now, who were thinking that 3% was too high, and they're like, "Well, I'll just wait because right now it's at 6%. I'll just wait." And what happened? It just stayed at the same number, if not got higher. So it's been like that for a while. Go ahead, ABF.
I was gonna buy a Steam machine. I was actually on the reservation for the 2 terabyte model, but then I started hearing really good things about Steam OS. I put it on this guy, installed it on my home theater PC, and canceled my order because I was blown away by how easy and awesome that operating system is. The desktop mode on it does everything that I need. I got Discord on there. We had a watch party through Steam OS to watch Stargate. Like it does everything that I need. The App Store, any program that you can think of, it's like searching the Google Play Store to find something. Everything there is there, even like your favorite BitTorrent program. They really did smooth everything out there.
That's one part that we didn't really bring up, is like with SteamOS, it's been proven. People could look this up. It's a dedicated gaming platform. It gets anywhere between, most video games anyway, 5 to 20% more FPS, like pound for pound, same parts, same components. So for the people out there that are building Windows machines with the same parts, same components, with bigger machines, not only are you losing the convenience, but by specifically talking gaming, obviously you can use it for whatever else you want, but I'm just saying, like, specifically talking gaming, it's actually going to perform better on the Steam machine, or at least Steam OS. And people don't even realize that because, well, to be fair, nobody really knows outside of like hardware geeks about Steam OS, Yeah, but they are trying to spread that out, though. To be fair, I feel like that's also a component of this that a lot of people aren't talking about. Steam OS is a huge part of this because obviously they released it, so now people are experimenting with that to see how much they could push it on their own custom computers and stuff. And that's what Steam's really going for, because they're not trying to lock you down into their own box. It's just a box. Like if you want to have that as an option, great. But they're giving you the ability to be able to do your own thing, which is why when the Steam Deck came out, what happened? We got a ton of Steam Deck mimics. There's a ton of them. Now competition is running rampant on the Steam Deck like machines, and some of them are insane performance for a handheld. Same thing's going to happen with the Steam machine. It's just going to be a bunch of machines.
So speaking of, I want to talk about the lost things. We didn't really talk about that too.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
People saying that this needs to be sold at loss. That is an outdated model. Yeah, I get it. Sega tried it with the Dreamcast, whatnot. Sony's historically done it. Even on launch, the PS5 was not sold at a loss. There's no reason to sell this at a loss. Cell phones used to be sold as a loss. They're not anymore. Even certain groceries are no longer loss leaders the way they used to be. Now, while I like the idea of the loss leader, I think it's a brilliant business strategy. That's just not the world we live in anymore for the vast majority of things, because prices have continued to go up. We can dislike that all we want, but that's the reality of it. The idea of the loss leader is mostly dead.
When's the last time PlayStation did that? With a PS4?
PS4 was the last time. And by the way, one more thing, and then you can go sheep. While the Xbox Series X technically is sold at a loss, it's barely over $100 as of a loss. Well, that's nothing for Microsoft. Sorry, go on, sheep.
No, you're good. But that's actually something I was about to say, is that I get it. I get it that Steam they sold, like, what was it, over 16 billion last year? Made over 16 billion in sales.
No, they did almost 20.
Oh, well, they even better. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. They made like crazy amounts of money, but at what point in time should a company sit there and go, you know what? We made enough money. It's okay. We tossed this, like, we tossed this brand new console, or not console, this brand new machine at people, and we just eat the cost. That doesn't make sense to me. It's never made sense to me. I get it. They make a lot. That doesn't mean that they just stop making money. That just never connected with me.
It's like, well, yeah. Well, go ahead. I'll speak.
There's an argument to be made that it was at one point profitable in the long run because gaming was still a growing thing. It was still a booming, expanding commodity. And they did make billions of dollars by the consoles being the loss leader. I think I think having consoles as a loss leader, it obviously it's the points you guys made. It doesn't make logical sense. Obviously, you should be going for profit. The capitalism virtues.
Also,
however, my main point though is that was still the era where these companies were trying to be a part of no, I don't want to say community, but it was a much more human centric operation. Gaming was still an art form, and now it is pure profit all the time, always, and it feels kind of like.
Well, to add to that, the consoles could be a loss leader because they had games. We didn't have 8-year development cycles in the Dreamcast era, in the PS2 era. Dude, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 came out within like a year and a half. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, less than a year, because they were just on that shit. And they also obviously cost way less to make. You can't sell your PlayStation 5 as a loss leader when you've had 8 games in 5 fucking years.
Actually 7 years, but go on.
You get my
the problem with this, because a lot of people think like this, the problem with this is that there's nothing tying, like, yes, I know they could, if they mass produced it, put it out there, it took a loss, $50, $100 per machine. The thing is though, like there's no guarantee, there's no lock-in. Like the reason why the consoles used to be able to do that is because they had a lock-in. Like they know that people that are buying those consoles are buying them to play the games, and also now more recently to use the subscription services that they offer in order to play online. Like Steam doesn't even lock you in to play online with their games in terms of like charging for a subscription and stuff. There is no lock-in. Like you can literally buy the Steam machine and use it as a computer and never. So I understand. We are thinking like gamers, okay? I get that. But you also got to understand there's a market out there that will look at these small computers. I'm looking at you, Asia. They would look at these small computers and they would use it as a computer and just as a computer on the cheap. And then Steam is asked out on every bit of dollars that they lost. Can they afford to lose it? Sure. But then why are you asking them to lose that with no lock-in whatsoever? It just seems kind of odd.
Just because you can afford to lose it doesn't mean you should. Like,
people always say, "Oh, you should take a loss" when it's not their money. Like, because we all know if people out here were running these companies, unless they had a subscription like Xbox or PlayStation, they wouldn't want to lose the money. Like, none of these companies want to lose the money unless they feel like there's a reason to.
It's one of the things that I think because working under Eric, starting up the Ripperverse, and also following the man for almost a decade now. It's a mentality that I've started to develop even more because I was kind of always like of the capitalist mindset, but thinking from like the provider and the consumer perspectives, it just I get it, but this is all luxury. I do. As a gamer, I get it, but it's all luxury. If they jump the price, it's not something that's required. If you don't have a Steam machine, or if you don't have like the latest parts for your PC or anything like that, you're not gonna just die the next day. You're fine.
Yeah. Cool. No, the reality is, Steam does not live or die by this console. Like that's just what it is.
Truth.
Back in the day, these companies were willing to take a loss on a product because if nobody bought the product, there was so much more of a limited pool to sell consoles to sell gaming to back in those days. So if you can't get your product off the ground, you're already screwed at ground zero. So they were willing to take that loss. I think if I'm not mistaken, Nintendo's taking a bit of a loss on the Switch too, because if they don't build that early infrastructure of players for the Switch 2, it's a dead console. If they lose third-party support on the Switch 2, it's a dead console. We've seen it with the Wii U.
True.
So this is a crucial point in Nintendo's 10th generation that they have to be willing to take it on the chin. It is what it is. So that makes sense. Like the Steam machine does not live or die. I mean, excuse me, Valve does not live or die by the Steam machine. Yeah. So they're not going to take a loss. It is what it is.
Think about the ecosystem too with Nintendo. Go ahead, Leon. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, but not only is, even if they were to live or die by it, because I agree they're not, even if they were, there was no world in which this wasn't going to sell out. Like, I see people all the time on X being like, oh, this thing's gonna flop, this is gonna flop. Guys, Valve is a multi-billion-dollar company. They probably put at least tens of thousands of dollars into market research for this. They're not like there's no way that a multi-billion-dollar company would release a product like this and be like, oh, we didn't see it flopping because it was so expensive. They clearly did all the research prior to that, so it's gonna sell out. That's
well, it's like this, real quick, Cassie. It's like this, right? So Gamers Republic, mini PC, dock, graphics card, power supply, use AMD if you want SteamOS. Basically saying build your own computer. Again, if you're looking to build your own computer, you are not the customer for the Steam machine.
Yeah,
I don't know how clear I can make that for people. Like, to think that Valve didn't think to do that. Like, Valve didn't think to make a mini desktop PC that's really easy. Like, if you're looking to build your own computer, you're not the customer. Straight up.
And I was actually just about to reply to him. There it is. By the time you buy those enclosures and the GPU, it's a stupid amount of money that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah.
Cassie, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say to the people that say something is a flop, I immediately asked them, like, what constitutes a flop? They can't answer. They just say the word, and it's like, but what is a flop for them? I need a number. Like, I need something that makes sense. I need a stipulation here. You can't just say, oh, it's a flop. I mean, really, at the end of the day, with Valve, it's different because they're a private company. It's different because they don't live and die by their console. You cannot compare it to that of Sony or PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo, because it's just a different set of scenarios.
The internet tends to hyperbolize a lot of rhetoric. I hate using big words incorrectly, so I hope I use that correctly. Nonetheless, they tend to use like a lot of hyperbolic statements, like, "Oh, it's a flop." Well, if for example, Valve put out 50,000 Steam machines, and all 50,000 sell. Yeah, it's only 50,000. Could that be considered a flop? No, because they all sold. So basically, they just made the money back. I don't see
Robert,
that as a big deal.
Just take your time, Robert. You could buy a more powerful PC for cheaper than a Steam machine. My only question to you is, do you think Valve did not think of that? Just let me know whatever your answer is, and then we'll kind of go from there.
And another thing with the subsidizing it is, I don't think they need to subsidize it.
I'm not tinfoil. I'm not. Okay, ABF, sorry.
I don't think they have enough units to actually subsidize it, because it's going to be sold out anyways.
It is. Yeah. They're not making enough. They never make enough. And what was the first thing
company?
What was the first thing that I fucking said when it literally got revealed and we had this conversation on SNH, and I think it was Leon and Atreus, maybe. I think they were talking about like putting this thing in stores and shit. One of the things I said was like, they're not going to make enough. Valve never does. They never do. Even when there was better times with more available hardware, they never.
By the way, I'll
make
take the
enough
L on that, because I did in fact say they should sell this at retail stores. But I don't know if I said they would. I did say they should. I'll take the L on it. So,
and that's fine. There are people that think that, and I try to explain to them. Some people get it, some people don't. It's fine. It's not a problem. But like, the point is, Valve, like Cassie said, not a hardware company. Never was, never will be. They only do it to indulge in their ecosystem a little bit more and to try to give options. But again, it's options. Like, they're not an enclosed platform. They're not like the consoles where it's like you're in it. Like when you buy a PlayStation, like you're in it. You're not gonna go buy a PlayStation and then go play Steam games. Like you're buying a PlayStation to be in that ecosystem, and you're there. Like that's what it is. They're very open, so they've never been that way. So that's why like people who are like, yeah, man, if this thing doesn't compete with consoles, is a flop. Says who the fuck said that, other than console fanboys that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about with this platform.
Another thing is saying that it's sold out. Like, that you could say that it's sold out, but they could have produced 10 fucking systems. Like, you know what I mean?
True.
Like these words, obviously they sound good on paper, but if there's no context to them, what do they even mean?
Well,
so
I think sold out is a little bit different than flop, because flop, you have got metrics you can measure and whatnot, and people, like you said, just sort of throw that word around. If something's sold out, and you're right, they could sell 10 copies, it still proves there was a market demand for it. Because let's say they only made 10, but only 5 of them sold, well, it means there was no demand. So if something sells out, regardless of how many copies that were there, it means there was demand for the thing.
We
Yeah, but
might be able
it
to
all
figure out.
matters on impact as well. If you sell 5 versus 10,
I
doesn't
think
make
they, I
much of a
think
difference or
worldwide.
impact.
I think worldwide they probably have a couple 100,000. I would say like 100 to
That's-
200,000. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I was
personally.
thinking too. Like 300,000 tops.
Yeah. I don't think we're getting to like millions of units, especially considering the lack of hardware and shit. I don't think, because they're already talking about, like, analysts are already talking about how the consoles are going to be at a super short supply for the holiday season this time around, because there just really isn't that many of them. So if they're having trouble and those guys have better fucking connections and better deals than Valve does, like, yeah, I don't think Valve's rocking anything more than a couple 100,000.
Do you guys remember? And I think it was 20 or 22, 21 or something like that. Gabe actually personally delivered, a Steam Deck to someone's house because they had like logistics issues. Like Sony would never do that. They have so many other, resources to where that
Did
would
he
never
do it
happen.
on his yacht though? Like, that's what
He had
I
a
really
mask
wanna...
over his giant white beard. It was hilarious.
The audacity of this man,
yacht on his feet.
bro. The audacity of this man, who's he literally say he spends most of his time on his yacht.
I would.
Like, bro, you
Right,
don't have a house, mother. And then after I asked that question, you know what he did? He bought a $70 million house. Piece of shit. Anyway,
I'm afraid of water, and I would still spend most of my time on my yacht, because at that point, you're basically it's a small town.
I mean, when you have one of the biggest fucking yachts in the world, this son of a bitch probably has. He's got chefs, right? Like all day chefs guaranteed on the yacht.
How big he is, yes.
And considering how big he is, probably has fucking doctors right there on call. Anything that bro, it's insane, man.
And Tim Sweeney's wife as well.
That's also true. That's also true, to be fair. But no, I think that, again, I'm going to say this one last time. If it gets through, great. If not, fine. Whatever. I don't care. Can you build a computer that is the same or more powerful than a Steam machine? Yes, obviously. For the same price, or maybe even a little cheaper, because you're obviously using bigger components in a bigger computer. Yes, you can. That's not the point of the Steam machine. That is not the point of what they were trying to sell this machine for. And I'm not justifying it for you or your purchase or whatever. That's your choice. That's up to you. What I'm trying to tell you is that convenience matters when you are selling a product. And convenience is the reason why, on top of other reasons too, that these products are at the price that they're at. If the consoles didn't have the subsidization available to them through their subscriptions and stuff like that, their hardware will be higher. Guaranteed, their hardware will be higher. Would it be as high as a Steam machine? Probably not, but it would definitely be a little bit higher to close the gap. But that subsidization is also a real thing too, and there's a reason why that's where that's at. If you're looking for the straightforward, most graphically powerful system that you could possibly get, and you don't care about anything else, you don't care about the open-endedness of the Steam machine, you don't care about the having access to way more video games on Steam, you don't care about Steam support, you don't care about the refund policy, because we've all seen PlayStation's refund policy. If you don't care about any of that stuff, and you just want the strongest fucking way to play video games, go get a PS5 Pro specifically. If you're looking to spend $1,000 on Steam machine, just go buy a PS5 Pro. You'll be enclosed, you'll be in their ecosystem, but you will have the better performing machine. Or if you want to learn how to build your own computer, take the money and build your own computer. You'll most likely lose SteamOS. You'll most likely have to deal, or actually, to be fair, most people aren't even thinking about building their own computer. They're thinking about buying pre-built computers. So if you want to go buy that Walmart computer for $900 and deal with a 30... No, please do it. Please do it. No, please.
Yeah, but not Walmart. Not Walmart.
No, please.
That's what I'm saying. Let me harp on this for a fucking moment.
Please,
if you want to show if you
That's
want
what
to
she
compare
said.
the Meta PC one or whatnot, compare the Meta PC one. I still think it's a bad comparison, but at least it's Meta PCs. Bro, Walmart, you shouldn't even be buying fruit at Walmart, let alone fucking computers.
Listen, please go buy that $900. Go buy that $900 pre-built Walmart computer. Just
But
please
not
go ahead.
Walmart.
Go. No, please do. And
Do it at another store.
Again, because what people do is they only look at the surface level of the numbers of the part. So they see, okay, 8 gigs of RAM. All right, let's match it. 8 gigs of RAM. All right, they just do that. They don't look at the actual internal components. To be fair, they don't really tell you it anyway. Come to find out, it's like a $30 power supply from China or some shit that's gonna fucking blow up on you if you do anything more than 400 watts. Whatever. The point is, if you really think that $900 Walmart computer is better when it's like 20 times the size and uses very suspicious parts that you're not going to have that much of a warranty with, if at all. I mean, have you ever tried to deal with cyber power? I saw somebody linking Cyberpower
Bro,
with their whole chest.
When
I'm
I
like,
worked
really?
in IT, Cyberpower, I had to work with them directly daily. They fucking suck. Like the company I work with, we use there's all companies had to have like all locations had to have the battery backup units in case like the the power goes out or whatnot. So
Yeah.
They fried constantly. What's the point of a fucking battery backup if the power outage itself is frying the battery fucking backup? Dude, Cyberpower.
It's so
sucks.
bad. It's so bad.
I remember Cyberpower being dunked on for using hot glue to hold their wires from backing out during shipping.
Ooh.
Ooh. Damn, bro.
But I'd recommend, like, if you want to name brand, look at like HP or Lenovo, something like that. Those are going to be cheaper, on the cheaper end, and quality wise up there.
Yeah, listen, if you want to go to Newegg too, you could go buy those nameless brand computers. That's perfectly fine. Get those $900 private powers.
So their profile picture is those guitar necks and whatnot. That's been the case with guitars for ages. I don't know why tech would be any different. Like you can buy the Fender, you could buy the Gibson, or you just buy the fucking little knockoff thing that gets the job done, and it's fine. But eventually, once you get an actual Fender in your hand, once you get an actual Gibson in your hand, you're gonna feel the fucking difference.
Anyway, my point is that if you're not even looking for convenience, go the other way. Just go. Like if you're saying I'd rather have a desktop instead of this little box, just go the other way. That's not what this box is for. That's all I'm trying to say. Again, it doesn't justify or it doesn't justify or not justify it, because that's going to be up to you. Obviously, it's not up to me to choose for you. But the point is, like, if you're not even thinking, damn, I just want a little box that I can play most of my video games are at, pretty decent settings and not have to listen to it fucking grinding its fan or whatever and be super ultra quiet, then yeah, like that's what you would go for. But if you are not even caring about any of that, then it's just not for you. It's just not, that's not the market. That's not what they were going for, basically. And especially if you're looking for 4K gaming, like what's wrong with you? Get out. Anyway.
It pisses me off more than the Steam price.
What's that?
The GTA price.
Nice segue. Look at that, man. Holy shit. Like what, 20 minutes?
You went underwater there, bro.
You were underwater, dude.
Oh, it's because of the cheering. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know the sound effect. It does that. I said, let's talk about GTA while we still have Cassie. I said, what do we got? You for like 20 minutes?
Yeah, 20, 25, 30 minutes, something like that.
Let's make it happen. Boys, we're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto because, that's another thing that happened. So Grand Theft Auto 6, the pre-orders go live. Hey, shout out to all the people who are paying scalpers for pre-orders on a digital item, by the way. You guys are top tier. I mean, I see a lot of you. It's so funny.
By the way, it's the same people who complain about the price of the Steam machine.
Yes, bro. I was literally going to say that.
And there
Fuck, you took it from me.
Sorry about that.
These are the people who are online like, yeah, $1,000 is way too much for the Steam machine. And they're over here fucking, oh, God. Anyway.
$130 codes.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so GTA 6, man, pre-orders went live and a couple things happened. Number one, and this is something we all talked about too. I know Wizard was very, very strong on this. GTA 6 released at $80, not the $100 price point that it was rumored for a long time. You know what I mean? I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. But it released at $80, and the entire industry was looking at this game because they're like, yes, please do it. Please do it. Please do $100 so that I can justify my absolute shit being $100 when I release it a year from now. But that's not what they did, technically. So they released the game at $80, but what they did was they pulled the Ubisoft and they stripped a pretty decent amount of the game.
Ubisoft.
I wouldn't say that. I still feel like Ubisoft is fucking disgusting. Man. No, bro.
No, dude, this is $20 of content.
Dude, this is all content.
It's mostly cosmetics.
Yeah, but did
cosmetics or not, it should be base game no matter what. This is some of the scummiest shit I've ever seen.
Base game is $100.
Nah, but did Grand Theft Auto? But did Grand Theft Auto do an Attack on Titan collaboration promising outfits, and then when you complete the free Attack on Titan collaboration, you're hit with the buy now store button where you got to pay $20 for a skin instead of it being free with the collaboration? I don't know.
That's at least so like Did anybody really want that shit to begin with? When you looked at the collaboration in general, the quality of the collaboration, who actually wanted that shit?
There's some people that played it. The numbers went up.
Those people that played it are like this much. That's it.
That's fair. I'm just saying, Ubisoft's pretty fucking disgusting. But yes, what they're doing with GTA is interesting.
There's a difference between like, you know, the AOT Shadows crossover and you know, Street Fighter and Monster Hunter. Now, yes, Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, they're both in Capcom, but the fact of the matter is motherfuckers can throw hands with a fucking Rathalos. Like literally throw hands with a Rathalos. That's pretty fucking baller in comparison to going to buy a skin that for something you played for free.
Right. Let's talk about the pricing first, and then we're gonna get into the other egregious shit, because there's a lot of egregious shit, like Grand Theft Auto 6 potentially being the catalyst to destroying the entire secondhand market. That's an interesting conversation.
But yeah, let's talk about the pricing first.
So regular edition, $80. All right, gets you the game, and I think it gives you like 30 days free for GTA Plus subscription or whatever, something like that.
The
Ultimate
standard
edition
does as well, I think.
Yeah, they both do. But Ultimate Edition gives you the following. Obviously, it costs $100, and it gives you 15 items to unlock with each story chapter. So however many chapters, there's 15 items per chapter that you're gonna get. You get a 95 Grotti Cheetah car. You get a Shih Tzu Squallow boat docked at Washington Beach with an explosive laden weapons crate. You get a 67 Vapid Dominator buggy. You get the Paradise Garage in Watson Bay, which features a weapon locker plus a secure place to deposit stolen goods. You get 2 weapons, Hawk and Little Morgan revolvers for Jason and Lucia. You get exclusive mod shop called Ride Out Customs, where you could transform vanilla vehicles into works of art with detailed interiors, etc., etc. Exclusive mod shop called One-Eyed Willie in Lake Leonida, specializes in off-road modifications and hand-painted automotive artistry. Exclusive hair salon called Sarah's Unisex Salon with signature salon styles. Facial hair for Jason, makeup and nails for Lucia. Exclusive clothing store, clothing store called Stock 305 with various unique and exclusive looks for Jason and Lucia for elevated streetwear. Another tattoo shop called Electric Fang with 50 plus tattoos for both. Weapon customizations, save house vehicles for Jason, 2 of them. Vehicle mod kit for Jason's personal vehicle. Collection of clothes and accessories inspired by Good Time State's TV show character Maka the Gator. Exclusive Vibe City style collection for outfits and tattoos. Exclusive gang compound. And special commission where you could track down a classic car collection of abandoned vehicles and work in progress project cars to revitalize them from the new side character called Wyman. $20.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a decent amount of stuff.
So
a lot of cosmetics.
So I have this argument all the time, and you know I know there's people out there in the chat, Sanguine. I know you're one of them. They believe that this will not necessarily be cut content. I think that's bullshit. I think this is absolutely cut content. I think this is them trying to take out as much content as possible in order to, because they know like that $20 difference. Once people see the list growing, right? When people see that list being this long, they think to themselves that $20 starts to get smaller, right? And then they start to think in their mind, well, okay, well that's I'll justify it, because again, $20 is anything under $20. I'm sorry, anything under $25 is the impulse buy range. You know, if you study that stuff, like that's the impulse buy range. So people are more likely to say yes to something without as much value having to be proposed. So when they put this long ass list there, and keep in mind, this list, everything on here has multiple things attached to it. Again, like 15 items per chapter. That alone could be an entire list. 15 items per chapter. The point is, like, this is an easy justification for people, and they know that, because ultimately what they really wanted was they wanted this game to be $100. That's what I think.
Well, they got there.
Yeah, they definitely got there for sure. But this is the way they're doing it. And to be fair, it is egregious, and without a doubt, it all is. Like what the entire industry doing is fucking insane. And you'll have people to be like, well, XYZ company does it, so this should be a lot. It doesn't matter. Like if all of them do it, it still doesn't matter. It's still shit. The point is, like Nintendo, I know, started doing this too when they couldn't get $80 or they were getting a lot of backlash for $80 video games. They started offering their games at $70, but then selling you $30 day one DLCs. They did it with Donkey Kong. They did it with Pokemon with Raichu. So they did that to get to that $100 price point. I think this is going to be the start of that happening because like we already have special editions, ultimate editions, and all that other nonsense. Like 2K's famous for that, right? 2K, some of their ultimate, like what was WWE, Cassie? It was like $149.
$150 for the everything.
Bro, and it wasn't even everything, if I remember correctly. You still lost out on like 4 different things, if I'm not mistaken. It's fucking crazy. Like it's gonna get to a point where GTA is gonna make all these other companies for the next year or two feel like they could be GTA, and most of them are gonna fail trying to do so. But we're still gonna have to deal with it for the next year or two. Like this is gonna embolden them. But sound off, man. Talk about the price, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Whoever wants to go.
I mean, when it comes to this, they're not telling. It used to be just, oh, well, here's some exclusive skins, blah blah blah. Now they're telling you, literally 20. If you don't pay $20 more, you're not even allowed in the same stores as the other people that paid the extra $20. It's just, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, people could say it's just cosmetics, and I get that, but still, this is to account for the reality. And I was saying how what they wanted to do with the single player, and in my opinion, months ago, I was saying that they want to be able to justify online like transactional, stuff that you do in GTA Online. They wanted to bring that over to the single player. And that's a way harder like sell, obviously. It'd be complete total outrage, right? This was the closest thing to that. And this is way better optics than just forcing online, credit card mechanics. All right. And the sad reality is, gone are the days where you actually earn shit. The only thing that earns stuff for you in games now is your fucking credit card. So,
well, and to add to that, Cass, you say some people are like, oh, it's just cosmetics. I don't fucking care, because cosmetics have been a thing in gaming for decades. Original Resident Evil 1, 1996, you beat the game, guess what? You unlocked a new costume. You beat it again in a hard difficulty, you unlocked another new costume. The fact of the matter is, this is all stuff that should be in another time base game. You got a fighting game out there, yeah, maybe if the reason for alternate outfits is to differentiate if you both choose Ryu, right? Well, we need to know who is who. It doesn't matter. That shit was there from the jump. Look at this. This is fucking egregious. The idea that, oh, it's not mechanical or it doesn't add anything to the mechanics should be irrelevant, because it flies in the face of what gaming had always been.
I feel like they managed to take away those cosmetics, because like you said, cosmetics were a thing that everybody got access to for free. I mean, some of the coolest things about fighting games were like unlockable characters, right? Or unlockable
bring back unlockable characters. I'm
shit.
so fucking tired of everyone being unlocked out the gate, and then you've got DLC characters later. No, give us some fucking locked characters. A sense of achievement when you unlock them.
People got us into that, like, but not people, but like people got into that mindset of well, it's okay, it's okay. Who cares about cosmetics? Who cares about this? Who cares about that? It's like, we used to get all that. Developers would, because they're still putting in the time to make that stuff. But now they've figured out that, well, you can actually take that stuff away and just sell it, sell it back. And it sucks. It really does. This is probably one of my biggest criticisms about fighting games, modern fighting games, is that you don't get that kind of experience that you used to back in the day, where it's like you would go to the arcade with every character because you knew from like a strategy guide or whatever that if you played with XYZ characters in succession, you'll unlock this character or something along those lines. It was fun, but you just don't get that anymore. Now it's like Cassie said, it's like, swipe your card, bitch.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I don't like to buy the deluxe edition because I like to actually go through the progression in the game and earn all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with this, it's not like you're missing out on some cosmetics. It sounds like all these shops just aren't going to work for you, and that's sort of immersion breaking in the game, don't you think?
It is. It is. I remember. I don't remember which game it was. I know. I'm lying. I think it was Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. I think, but don't quote me on that. I just remember playing a Ubisoft game, open world game. Pretty sure it was that one, and running up to an NPC that I saw a little a thing over their head. I thought it was like a quest or something. I went up to that NPC, bro. That I talked to the NPC. That shit brought me to the store, my guy. That brought me to the store. I'm like, wait, what? The fuck? Like, there was no inclination that it was a store NPC. I just talked to them, and the fucking store popped up, and it apparently was part of the DLC that they had released for the game or something like that. that I hadn't bought yet. So I was like, oh, okay.
You think how this would be?
What happened?
You think that this is how it would be also? Like all of a sudden the PlayStation store will pop up.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Talk to an NPC. That's what I think too.
I think every one of these stores, if you don't have the Ultimate Edition, is gonna have an NPC that is like a bouncer, and that NPC is gonna stop you from entering the store unless you pay for, you pay for it. Or if they don't want to be immersion breaking, if they're smart about this, okay? Because at the end of the day, it kind of is immersion breaking no matter what, but there's a way to lessen it. What they'll allow you to do is be able to walk into the store, be able to see all the NPCs, see everything on the wall, like typical. But when you try to talk to the shopkeeper, then that's when you'll get hit with like, well, you don't have access to this, At least let you go in the store. Don't fucking bring back segregation. You know what I mean? Like it's one way they could go about it, but it doesn't matter. Like the moment somebody, especially like think of these because you know what's going to happen. Think of these kids that are going to have access to this game, right? That their parents are going to buy this game that they shouldn't be, but you know what's going to happen. And these kids are going to be running around. They're going to find that store. Yeah, they're gonna find that store, and they're gonna find out that they got the cheap edition, and they're gonna be like, "Mommy, what happened? Like I can't,
Yeah, I wanted a Range Rover, not a Land Rover.
Yeah. Nah, keep the pores out. Oh my god, bro, and you just know there's gonna be people. They already are. I mean, Amiri King is like trolling online with it, but there are people that are taking this and using it as like a class like symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, if you can't afford the $100 edition after 13 years of saving money, you take your broke ass somewhere else. Like,
yo,
dude,
there
crazy.
is no class symbol that makes you out to be the broke bitch that you are. If you think fucking $20 makes or breaks anybody in this situation, that's not even the point. It's the principle. You people are slaves to an industry. You have no ability to think for your fucking self.
I actually have a question.
That always equates to broke ass people. If you just get stepped on all the time, then you're if anything, we can compare bank accounts, brother. I bet you anything, I'm probably gonna be standing on top. I think most of us are probably gonna be standing on top. People that are quick to part with their money like this, they're never the ones with any real wealth or value.
Yeah, they're like Dominicans with fancy cars. We all know that shit's gonna get repoed eventually.
Cassie's beating all of us. We need the simp train out.
Oh shit!
Oh
yes,
God.
we do. We do.
Stop simping.
Stop simping unless it's for me. Yes, I agree. What I was gonna say is yeah. So people are trying to treat it as like a class symbol and stuff. But I was gonna ask you a question. So what is more egregious, right? Is it the people that are spending more money on scalped, and I use scalped loosely, scalped GTA pre-orders, digital, right? Are those people worse for spending more money, or is the person who bought a Steam machine for $2,800 on eBay worse? Which is worse? I know they're both bad. Don't say that answer. It's too easy.
Well, you say you buy a Steam machine for $2,800. Like that's dumb, but there is a limited quantity, as opposed to there's literally no shortage with these. So like it is an extra level of stupidity. I'd say that makes this worse.
Almost.
Okay.
It almost makes me feel like it should be illegal to be this fucking stupid. Can we just break out the wood chippers, please?
No, we save those for special kinds of people.
This Cassie is just worthy of a firing squad. That's all.
In
a video game.
God. Yes, Jesus Christ. We were, but to be fair, when GTA was first talked about on this stream, what did we all say? Like, they're the people that are going to come out and are going to glaze this game, and they're going to use every known method to man to justify whatever the fuck this game does. I already saw people proving me right on the AI stuff, because I saw a picture going around that was proven to be fake, right? Of Lucia having 4 toes. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that went viral online, and there's some people out there that if you looked at their accounts, and you'll see them being fairly anti-AI, but then all of a sudden with Lucia, it's like it's fine, it's not a problem, it's all good. So maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was it was a oopsie. It was a oopsie doopsie. Yep. They'll fix it. They'll fix it before the game comes out.
There is an impossibility. It's a 0% impossibility that AI wasn't used to this game at some point in development. And when the information comes out, all of the anti-AI people are gonna, oh well, it's just this one.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's just it's just GTA, and I guess that's okay. But it's bad.
Yeah, they're
it's
gonna
still
make
bad if everybody.
excuses.
It's bad if you use it. It's bad if you use it. But it's okay if they use it because I happen to like GTA.
They'll take, you know how like all these companies that got caught using AI after saying they didn't, right? Or maybe they didn't say anything at all.
Yep.
The classic response was, and not just to remind people, I don't give a fuck. The game's good. I don't care. But the point is, they would make everybody had the same corporate response, which is, oh yeah, we used artificial intelligence during the conceptualization phase, and some of these items, managed to get in past our quality testing. We'll make sure to remove them in the next batch. Everybody had the same fucking answer. Everybody. And that answer didn't mean anything to any of these like hardcore anti-AI people. But if GTA says that, it'll be fine.
Oh,
I gotta call it. I gotta call it on real quick. Tenebrae says, I'm so against Gen AI, and I'm not going to be scared to say it. Homie, that's like being a singer in 2025 coming out as gay and being said you're brave.
No. Listen.
Tenebrae, we go back and forth all the time, but I love Tenebrae. He's
no, cool. I'm just saying like the whole not afraid to say thing is like, okay, maybe in 2012, if a singer came out as gay, he'd be like, oh, that's interesting. In 2025, that's
go ahead, Wizard.
If you want to be, you could have your reservations on AI, and that's fine. But I just want you to know, with where everything is going, and to not be on top of what's happening, because holy shit, it's every single day now. You are a zombie. You are the kind of person who says, let's not kill the zombies during the zombie apocalypse.
So women?
That's you. So no, it's the people who are like, no,
come on, I would be the first one to kill the zombies. I would be the first one to shoot those motherfuckers.
But realistically speaking,
we need to get a cure. It's grandma. Grandma's a zombie. We need to save grandma. that's
not grandma anymore. That's the end of the movie.
Not grandma anymore.
Man, I don't need an excuse to shoot them.
Realistically speaking, if game developers aren't using Gen AI on their current project, they will certainly be using it on their next project. So you're just on borrowed time in terms of you diving into gaming. So
I'm glad you differentiated, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't differentiate Gen AI and AI when we all know they're complaining about Gen AI. Like nobody, if all AI pisses you off, then I don't know what you've been doing for the last like 5-10 years, because AI has been in coding for a long time. But most people don't differentiate, so I appreciate that.
If you do a general Google search, AI is being used.
Yeah.
I mean again,
if you played a PS1 game, AI was used because the NPCs and whatnot that attacked your character and shit were on a very rudimentary AI.
Those dirty bastards. Cass, what were you gonna say?
AI in general is amazing. It helps. It honestly, it's going to help in so many different ways, and people don't understand. You get a big ass fucking summary from your doctor on your health. You're like, what is this gobbledygook? Just feed it to AI, and it'll tell you. It'll explain it to you in terms that the regular average person does. Same thing with lawyer paperwork, stuff like that. All this stuff is so helpful in so many ways. Use it to your advantage, man. Don't be left behind. At least in terms of all the other AI things, you could use AI in ways you haven't even thought of yet. So,
well, you know what AI can't do? It cannot give you a physical disc inside of Grand Theft Auto.
Nobody can.
Before we go to that topic, I just wanted to go ahead and say that.
Go ahead, Chief. Yeah.
Was it Blockbuster, or not even Blockbuster? Playboy, for that matter. They're still around, but in a very, very small way, because Hugh Hefner refused to move with the market as it is. Like, things are starting to move towards more digital, and he's like, that shit's not gonna last. And now look at Playboy.
Oh, that's insane. What a fucking retard.
So another big controversy aside from the pricing. I think this is definitely more egregious. I think this is
absolutely is.
This is starting a couple of things. But just so people, in case nobody knows, I'm sure everybody does by now, GTA 6 will not have physical discs at launch, with the box copies only including a download code. Now, there was quite a bit of cope that was going around about this. And I knew it was Cope, but I didn't want to say anything until we got the official statement. We still haven't gotten an official statement, but there's been some reports that have been counteracting it. Anyway, the Cope that's going around is some people were saying, well, the support system said that there's going to be physical discs, a month after launch. And that some people were thinking that it was download only because they wanted to avoid leaks or whatever. Fine. That's what people were saying. I didn't believe that, but again, that's what they were saying. Now, there's another report that an insider from Hollywood Reporter, again, this is an insider, so we don't know if this is true or not. Take it with a grain of salt. Everything's a grain of salt right now. But this one I do more believe because I just don't see the point, personally. A new report says that Rockstar currently actually has no plans to print any discs after release either. So the whole thing about there's going to be, a disc, a month after apparently is not true as of right now. Now, the reason why people have a problem with this is because the CEO of the company specifically stated that they're going, and again, you got to pay attention to the wording. Okay. I don't know if he said there's going to be a disc. I know he said they're going to have a strong physical presence. But I think there was a moment where he did say there was going to be a disc and everything. But I do remember the strong physical presence, physical release for Grand Theft Auto 6. And that particular wording is very open-ended. It's very vague because they have to be. These CEOs are trained in that kind of speak. So I'll tell you what I think. You guys can kind of chime in. I think the big problem with this is going to be the beginning of the end. And this is something that the gaming industry has been trying to do for a long time. They're desperate to do this. This is going to kill the secondhand market. They're trying to get to the point where they can kill the secondhand market and force you to have to buy directly through them every single time you want access to their video game, whether it's physically or whatever. Obviously physically, because not digitally. But this is their goal. I think they want to kill the secondhand market, and they're going to use GTA to slowly but surely start that. Not every game is going to immediately drop it, obviously. But I think that this is definitely the beginning of that, or at least the catalyst for that. You guys can chime in on whatever else.
I will let anyone else because I have a very.
Cass, you want to go first since you don't have too much time?
Yeah. Honestly, GTA, makes all the difference on where the industry is headed. I mean, honestly, a lot of people are trying to think best case scenario, and I have to question, like, why are you thinking in this general mindset of they're going to give you the benefit, like they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt? Like, there is, given how much people are willing to simp over Grand Theft Auto, like there is no incentive for Rockstar to give you anything that you want, other than a game that's going to do things blah 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 that the last one did. Like, what incentive is there? You people will grovel for this company. You guys will crawl on your hands and knees, like you would give up your ass for Rockstar. All right, for the next GTA. So there's obviously, I think this is true. There's going to be no physical media for the game because there's no reason for them to give you what you want. And that's a sad thing because they established the tempo. Because Rockstar there's a lot of strength in what they do. They're a major influence. Not only is GTA a representation of culture, but Rockstar themselves are huge influencers of culture and that too. So it does suck because I've already kind of come to terms with the reality that physical media is kind of in a fuck situation with gaming. With film, I'm still very much big on collecting film, but
same,
because it does genuinely matter. It does make all the difference. Streaming a film versus the actual disc is a big difference. But when the gaming situation, it just sucks because it all depends on what you're getting. A lot of these games don't have the full game on the disc. There's always day one patches. There's, it all sucks. Now, in terms of secondhand market, yeah, this shit is cooked. Like, I don't really, honestly, I'm really picky with the type of used media I pick up. I really want it to be in good condition. So that stuff matters to me personally when it comes to my collecting of games. And this really, we're moving towards a situation where they have way more control over you, getting rid of secondhand market. And it's very scary to me I don't feel comfortable with them having this much power. Because there's so many angles with gaming. Like gaming used to be so simple. Back in the day, you used to just simply go buy the game. The game is entirely on the disc. There was no DLC afterwards. You just put the game in your console and you play and you have fun. Sometimes they do re-releases and stuff like that. You could argue, that perspective if you want to, which is, some of it was scummy. But there was very limited avenues for a corporation or like these companies to fuck you over. Now there's so many angles that you have to look at to which they're going to take advantage of you that it makes gaming not fun in some instances, man. It's disgusting.
Xbox has slowly started to go in that direction. I know there was some pretty big releases that did not have physical copies. I think even Outer Worlds 2 didn't have a physical copy, if I'm not mistaken, unless they came out with it recently that I'm not aware of. Ninja Gaiden 4 also didn't have a physical copy on Xbox, if I'm not mistaken either. There are some titles that they're doing digital only. I think that's what they want. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Like they already kind of started to phase out the DVD portion of the consoles.
It goes beyond. Yeah. Share my screen real quick. I'm gonna open y'all's eyes to something.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Hey.
So this right here is a quote from Franz van Houten, member of the Club of Rome. This quote from 2016. He said this to the World Economic Forum. In circular economy business models, I would like products to come back to me as the original designer and manufacturer. And once you get your head around that notion, why would I actually sell you the product if you are primarily interested in the benefit of the product? Maybe I can stay the owner of the product and just sell you the benefits of the service. For those guys that don't know who Franz von Houten is, he was the CEO of Philips. We remember the tech company Philips. They usually they worked on video games, MP3 players, CDs, everything. The idea now. The Club of Rome, the World Economic Forum, all of them, and this isn't super conspiratorial because it's just a fact. This is on their own website. They promote that this is their ideology. They want to get rid of the concept of ownership as a whole. So if you get rid of the concept of ownership, if you could only sell these download codes, there's a license, basically just you're purchasing a license to play the game. If you remove the secondary market entirely, this gives these people like the Club of Rome, the World Economic Forum, the financial, the economic system is what I'm trying to think that they want and that they have wanted and they've been telling us they want.
Well, to my knowledge, isn't PlayStation limited to like 100 gigs on their disc or something along those lines? Or like something about something about reading only like 100 gig capable. So there's something there that is stopping it from going past like that number. Which is why some of these games they only offer you like partial data and then the rest you have to download, which I mean essentially kills the physical thing. It's either they don't release a physical disc, like Xbox is doing with some of their games, or they release a physical disc, but there's only a little bit of data on it, and then the rest you have to download. Like I know Gothic Remake did that recently.
Kingdom Hearts Collection coming out is only going to have like a key on it to trigger a download.
Yeah, I mean Nintendo obviously is doing it too with their key cards and shit. So it's common, boys. Like I think even though GTA 6 is not the cause of it, it is definitely the catalyst for it to go all the way now. Like I think at this point, if the entire industry is watching this game, which they are, there's no doubt about it, and they see them pull this off, and nobody bats an eye, this is gonna happen for everything under it, in my opinion.
The thing that I don't like the most about really quick, is that GTA 5, they've actually removed certain things from the game because it's transphobic and stuff like that. So now we're not even going to be able to preserve like a day one copy of the game very, very easily anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have to like keep that thing off the internet forever.
Yeah, re-releases of the title have removed certain things due to them being too pussy to follow through with the original thing that they made.
Right.
Which is crazy because people don't realize like that's where my own personal hype for GTA kind of died off, because once I saw what Rockstar was doing with their censorship of certain jokes against certain groups of people that they don't feel you can make fun of anymore, it got to the point where I'm like, all right, well, you guys clearly are losing your edge. And
the thing is, like with GTA, when we were so enthused about it back in the day, is that you didn't know what they were gonna do. Like there was no limit potentially, and that's what the excitement was. Like, what are they gonna do next? What are they gonna say next? Like, what did it, like that was the excitement of it. It felt completely off rails, but now it's like the more that they express themselves and they self-censor and they remove things from their titles, the more you realize that there is a limit. There is, it's on rails, and it removes that excitement for it, because back when I was a kid, it's like, I gotta get this, man. I don't know what they're gonna do next, and now it's like, I know what they're not gonna do.
It's kind of like Jackass. Remember Jackass? You didn't know what the fuck Steve-O or any of them were gonna do. That was kind of the allure to it, even though you would watch them literally fuck themselves up. It was still entertaining.
Do you guys know what the scooter is called from the past like 3 games?
Yes. I'm not going to have it. The Melanie Mac scooter.
Do you think that they're going to have it in GTA 6?
Now, is it Faggio or is it the other way? It's. I mean, we're saying Faggio now, but I didn't call it that when I was a kid. I called it the strong G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let's just stick with the Italian pronunciation for now.
They probably are not, honestly, ABF.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to be as edgy as everybody thinks that they are.
What would you even? I don't know. What would you even name it? The point is, like, you got to bring it back, man. You got to have that, especially in Vice City. Yeah, you got to have it. All right, last thoughts, I guess, on GTA. I mean, anything else I'm missing when it comes to GTA coverage? I mean, pricing, the whole disc thing. What else?
Yeah. So I mean, I think that the most egregious thing. And we talked about a little bit with the no disc thing. I hear a lot of people saying that, them putting this game at $100. Let's be real. The base game is $100. The $80 version is like a light version, like on fucking mobile games. But the thing is, people talking about how that's going to be like the new standard. Company's going to try that. When that's all true. The lack of the disc is absolutely also going to follow suit. There's going to be other companies, but Bethesda might not release fucking Fallout 5 or Elder Scrolls 6 or whatnot on disc. They're going to give you a box and it's going to be a fucking download code. You want to know why? Because they did that with Fallout 76. Bethesda's already done it.
And Avowed. And Starfield.
Oh, God.
And Avowed and Starfield.
Starfield not have discs at all.
Starfield does not have discs. Oblivion does not have a disc. Avowed did not have a disc. They ship empty fucking boxes, dude.
The idea that we've let this happen, we've normalized it. The amount of people that are okay with this simply because we haven't had a GTA game in 13 years is fucking disgusting. I can't even be mad at Rockstar because they're just taking advantage of you little piggies and you're letting them do it.
It's funny you say that because it kind of brings up another conversation that we never get to talk about. We won't today, but just to kind of bring it up, optimization. Like optimization in today's world with developers, it's completely gone. It's gone out the window because with all this fucking AI technology, ironically, kind of coming in and trying to save the day from their really bad optimization, you got these games that their file sizes are unbelievable. Didn't what was the holy shit? What was it? Helldivers? It was Helldivers. Helldivers 2
Helldivers
was like 140 gigs or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And they ended up I think they outsourced a company to do
to truncate
like
that
shit. Yeah, and they dropped
Yeah,
just
they
like
did.
40 gigs or something like that.
Yeah.
They dropped like 100 fucking gigs.
I want to say it's like 30 something gigs now.
At nearly zero loss, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. And now just take that and imagine all these other video games that are 100, 200 gigs or 150 gigs, whatever. Think about like how much they're leaving on the table, guaranteed leaving on the table. But the thing is, as long as the game runs and runs decent, that's all they care about. They'll rather be reactive than proactive. They'll fix it if there's a problem, but otherwise shut the fuck up and move on, kind of a thing. Crazy, man.
For those of you guys that don't remember or maybe don't know, Resident Evil 2 came out in 98 and it was about a gig and a half, which is pretty fucking big for a game back then. But of course, they had to do a Nintendo 64 port. How do you go from the PS1 to the GameCube, which is 64 megabytes? They were able, it wasn't even Capcom that did it. They actually outsourced 7, much like the Helldivers thing. Back in 1998, they outsourced and they got that 1.5 gig game to fit in a 64 megabit cartridge. That's optimization. They made it work. Some people say it's the best version of the game. I disagree, but like no one cares now. No, these companies don't care because we don't care enough to call them out.
Old PC games used to come on multiple discs too.
Yeah,
I think GTA 5 on PS3 was like 41 gigs, I think, or something like that. I don't remember if it was that.
They had no problem releasing dual discs with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Right.
I have a physical copy. It came with 2 discs. Yeah, installed the first disc, and that was just, and then
you put on the
used
other
the
one.
second disc as the the unlock.
Well,
They don't want to
the
redo that.
difference
They
here-
don't want to do that anymore. Go ahead, Wizard.
Yep.
I think this is there's 2 extra points here. I mean, we've pretty much said them, but the comparison with other companies now, with other games. Okay, you look at Nintendo. Nintendo just dropped Star Fox for the 4th time, the same Star Fox over again, but it's been remade again and again. It's $50. $60, I think, if you buy the physical edition. It's $50 digital. That they might have wanted more for that. Fast forward, after GTA has come and gone, are we going to see Super Mario 64 again for $70 or $80 or and it's not just Nintendo. Are we going to get they're supposed to be doing Avowed 2 allegedly over at Xbox?
Oh my gosh.
It got greenlit a long time ago, and they're still working on it, and it hasn't been shut down. So are we going to get that at, they wanted Outer Worlds 2 to be $80. Are they going to just keep trying to ship these games? And I think the answer comes down to overwhelmingly yes. But for Xbox, the goal is to try to get everybody to just go to Game Pass. And for everybody else, they just have a better ROI on shipping their games. And their goal is to get rid of all of the physicals, because then they're just taking all of that money for the digital transaction. I think that's really important to look at. But that means you're going to see some of the favorite franchises you have collapse and die, because they're going to try to ship something that doesn't deserve $80 at a price point, ship it for $80, and it's going to crash and burn. I mean, that is kind of debatably what happened with Outer Worlds 2. I mean, Outer Worlds had a decent fan base, a decent enough fan base that enjoyed the first game, but they shipped it with that $80 announcement killed any hype that second game had.
Oh yeah,
that $80 announcement,
and then changing it to
crushed
70 did nothing.
them.
People are already
what I was
like
gonna
over
say,
it.
People were
yeah.
already out.
Yeah.
People were already tapped out.
They wanted
Yeah.
80 and nobody bought it at 70.
The second thing is, if we look over it, just because we literally have the stats from Nintendo on this, when it comes to the cartridges and why everything is game key carded. Well, the explanation is, when we developed the Switch 2, we didn't. We made a boo-boo. We didn't develop smaller sized cartridges. We only made the one or the game key card. So it's either the really expensive card or it's a game key card. So it's just a little unlock code. And it's, we made a mistake. We're just an innocent little Nintendo. We're just a little indie company. We didn't think of that. And now they've built this conditioning in. And then, we're working diligently to develop smaller sized cartridges so that we can ship the games you want at the sizes you want. Bullshit. Bullshit. Will they eventually ship them? Sure. But it has nothing to do with actually produce. They don't want, but none of these companies want physical editions. And GTA 6 is GTA 6 is the wettest dream imaginable for AAA. Everybody is stroking themselves excited about this game. This is not a win for gamers.
I'm not.
I mean, we've talked about it. Cassie made some awesome points on this. They are slurping this. The gamers are going to slurp this up, and whether it's a good game or not, whether it's loaded with ideology, whether it's a good game or not, whether you can do all the horrendous things you were able to do in games previously, it's going to sell like crazy. And AAA is going to make more money and more terrible decisions for gamers because of it. This is a game that it should fail. Not that it will. Not that I'm projecting it will. It's not a prediction. For the sake of buyers being in control of this market at all, GTA 6 needs to fail. It's
a regressive
There's
game.
still time. Crank it up, man.
The industry has been, Cassie, I know you got to go. The industry has been just getting murdered over the last like 2-3 years by all their bad decisions. And GTA is going to swoop in and be like, we're going to do all the things that you did, make all the money in the world, and regress the industry right back to where it was. One thing I was wrong at really quick was apparently Helldivers was 154 gigs, and they actually managed to reduce it to 23 gigs.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
23 gigs, bro. Literally fire everybody. Literally. Cassie, you got gifted games? What's this?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much, Goss ex-girlfriend, who gifted me a historical fashion dress up, and they said time to dress up Cass. Fuck no, not at all. But I will take your game. Thank you very much.
They're trying to put you in a dress digitally. That's crazy, bro.
Fear the Clown, Angmar. Thank you so much for Wreckfest. Said, here you go and wreck shit up. Dude, the physics in these games are fucking awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. And also, Fear the Clown, Angmar, thank you so much for Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. Appreciate that. Very, very.
Is that
very
a Metroidvania or what?
I
it's fine.
Tell you
it's fine.
for
It looked
sure.
like one.
And lastly, again, Fear the Clown, thank you so much for Off the Beaten Track. I appreciate that. Couch co-op multiplayer game.
Damn.
Nice. I'm gonna see what's up with that. I definitely need more games for game night. But that's very kind of you. Thank you guys so much.
I see those Fuda tabs you have at the top.
Of course. You already know.
Cass, thanks for hanging out. What you got coming up?
Absolutely. Dude, usual videos, trying to get out at least 2 videos a week. So expect that this upcoming week. And obviously Thursday night, Twilight Zone of Gaming Baby, where basically I get bullied by my chat for 8+ hours. So if you guys are into that, you're more than welcome to pull up and hang out with me and the awesome, insane chat. So Cult Classic Cage, baby.
Hell yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Cass. Appreciate it.
Much love to you guys. Have a great, safe rest of y'all's weekends, man.
You too.
Bye.
Maybe real quick. Do you know how to make your wish list public on Steam?
Oh, is it? What is it? Just like defaulted privately? I don't know.
Mine's public. It's just like I want to give the games to certain people, Leon, and it's never fucking public. Like and he said he can't figure it out.
Oh, he's probably like an offline mode because he's playing Gooner games or something, right?
Wait, is it not public if you're not online?
We had this conversation before.
No, because I'm online right now. I am online right now.
I'm playing. I have no idea.
Oh, gotcha.
Got him.
His cheeks got red. Damn, bro, busted.
Yeah, because I was going through and hiding all the Gooner games while this conversation was happening. And so whenever it was like playing Gooner games all the time and Milking Miro was on screen, I was like, dude, son of a bitch.
Wait, who's milking you?
Yikes, dude.
That is a
I
crazy.
was going through hiding all the Gooner games I was gifted.
That's crazy,
God,
bro.
4K.
You getting milked? That's insane. Speaking of getting milked, let's just real quick touch on Bungie, man, because Bungie got hosed, brother. Hosed, man. Bungie, man. Not looking good. So, I mean, we already know about the Xbox layoffs. Everybody, kind of covered that with Compulsion Games and that studio. Basically, I don't even know if they're going to be alive after this, to be honest with you. But the company that everybody's talking about is good old Bungie because, well, obviously we know that Bungie made certain decisions that the majority of people do not agree with, which is essentially, even though they're keeping the game alive, sunsetting Destiny 2 to chase Marathon, the extraction shooter that has like 1/100th of the player base. Or at least install base compared to Destiny 2. Bungie has fired officially 300 people. It's like 297 or something like that, but that's not including any like contractors or anything. So they fired 300 official people that were working for the company. So that's a little less than half. And a lot of major leadership also got let go as well. Not just from Destiny 2. Like people don't realize this Marathon people getting fired here too. And it's pretty ugly. Now, the thing is, the main point of the conversation I just want to kind of touch on real quick, I don't want this to be that long of a topic, is Bungie losing this many people. Are they going to learn anything from this? Number one.
No.
But like we could talk about it. Are they going to learn anything from this? And how is this going to really help the grand scheme of the studios under PlayStation? Because you can't even look at Bungie, a once great studio many, many, many years ago. You can't even look at them and say that, they should be the example, right? So like if 300 people got fired by them, maybe let's not do what they did. You can't even look at them and say that, because now the PlayStation CEO has recently doubled down and said that they are going to continue to focus on live service video games. And apparently they view live service video games as the means to revitalize the market. So the market being as fucked as it is, they think making and releasing more live service games is going to be what revitalizes it.
Consistently failed at the last 5 years.
Even longer than that, I think, to be honest with you. But there was a lot of video games that were released that were live service, or any. To be honest with you, a lot of the failures didn't even release; they just flat out canceled them.
That's true.
So, I mean, at what point do we just say, you know what? We talk about the crash all the time, like when the crash happened. You know, I think that mindset's going to lead to the crash, not necessarily live service games, but more so, you are doing X, X is making you fail, and you decide you're going to keep doing X. That mindset is rampant all throughout this industry, especially in AAA, where doubling down and tripling down, quadrupling down on what's fucking you is the norm. And they rather go down with the ship than, course correct. So at what point do we just let it blow up? Basically.
I've been on team let it blow up since like 2018. I'm going to be real.
I mean, that's fair. And when we say let it blow up, it's like, obviously, you're still going to have indie and AA, although some AA is going to close down too. But it's mainly like AAA, like big business gaming. That is when I say blow up, that's what I mean. Like big game, like big profit gaming, or it used to be big profit, but not so much anymore. It's more like big spending. Mr. Rouge says, click on friend, click on games. Once in games, click top tab to switch from games to wish list. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at it. I'm pretty sure Leon is the one with the private wish list that he can on private.
I don't know why. Like I don't know why it's showing private.
We'll talk about it later. It's fine. So I mean, what do we think about this? The layoffs at Bungie. Is this anything going to change? Do you think? I'll ask this. Do you think that supposed incubation project that's at Bungie that I think they're saying just to save their own ass? Do you think that's legit, or do you not think that they're actually working on anything other than Marathon? Anybody can go.
I think
all of the information.
Go for it.
Most of the information that's come out has said that Destiny 3 is not in active development.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
maybe
pretty bad.
It's Marathon 2.
There you go. Marathon 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I think it would be hilarious for anyone to believe that they are working on something else. Like how many games has Bungie made since Destiny 1? Just the 3? Destiny 1, Destiny 2, and Marathon? Why would we believe they're doing anything else when Marathon just came out?
This is a company that's still... There are many legacy companies out there that like Obsidian does this. Bungie does it. Who did? BioWare. Bethesda. These are companies that are like, we're BioWare, we're Bethesda, we're Bungie. And it's like, you haven't been any of those companies in decades now. You like the people that started you, like, and the artists that created the art you once made, like, they're not there. Bungie has been running on that gas for a long time. They're not making PlayStation money. PlayStation Marathon being on the deep discount that it is all the time now, because now it's also being like that. Think of that, right? Marathon is starting to be perceived as a game that's always discounted for gamers. Like even normie gamers, you're constantly seeing Marathon is on sale. Like that's not good either. So not only is this game not working, but now it seems like it's a discounted product. So
what is it? What is it right now? Like $27 on Steam or something?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I think it's like 30% off or something like that.
Also,
$27.99 right now.
There's those people that bought the $15 upgrade during the free week, and then they had to upgrade them to the full game. So that's kind of funny too.
Yeah, that was amazing. I almost bought that just for funsies, and then I didn't. I wish I did.
I'm glad
Do you know how mad they were that the few people that they could convince to actually buy this fucking game from this whoring out of being free for a week, and they had to give it to them for like $14. Damn.
But also that's how people perceive at $14. all right, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. You know, it's an impulse buy. That's the only way this game, people are going to buy this shit, is if it's an impulse buy. No one's buying it at $27.99 because there's other games to play. There's other games that are cheaper. Like, you're already playing something else. People are already playing different games. So now to like enter into the marathon apparatus, why would you do it? And why would you take that risk at even $27 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know,
it's $27 too much, in my opinion.
You know, when it comes to Marathon, when it was first revealed, I felt like it was so obvious this thing was like a super niche title. And I remember I had said that this game was going to do fairly decent because of the Bungie fanboys. But once they quickly find out what an extraction shooter is actually like, because most of them probably never played one, it gets to the point where you're going to see a mass decline. I didn't think it was going to happen that quickly within 30 days. I thought it was going to be like 90 days, but within 30 days, we had a mass decline. You know, this game on the weekend, bro, it is a Saturday, brother. This game is struggling to get barely over 10K on a weekend, on a Saturday.
Wow.
People watch the World
That's
Cup.
crazy.
No, come on. That's nothing to do with the game.
that's
They'll watch the
Guys,
World
it's
Cup.
raining,
Oh,
okay? They're at the veterinarian's interventions.
Got it. Yeah. Somebody's mother's getting their back blown out. You know, I get it. The point is, it's barely getting over 10K, bro, on a weekend, right? So super niche title, and that's exactly where it's pretty much fallen. I think 10K or less is gonna be the number in terms of concurrent, right? And 10K concurrent's probably like 50 to 60K total players all throughout the day. I just don't. Maybe not even to be honest. Yeah, I mean, but again, this was the free
weekend.
Yep, and it went right back. Actually, it's lower than what it was. It's
People
lower than
played
what
for
it
free
was.
because people perceive this game as being not worth buying.
Right, and the question
Like,
is, why is that? It ain't the fucking chuds. I know how much they want to blame the chuds. It's not the fucking chuds, bro. There's no way you convince hundreds of thousands of people who actually picked up the game, played the game. It's not the chuds doing that. And it happened twice.
This is normies.
It happened when they paid for it.
Playing.
It happened when they paid for it. And it happened when they didn't pay for it. We literally see the same exact decline on a live service game that's not supposed to decline like this.
No,
At least
actually,
not right now, anyway.
I think it was the chuds, and here's why. So I'm going. I'm going through Steam right now, and on a whim, I clicked on Monkey Adventure, and it says friends who play. One friend has previously played and shows a trace.
Why did he play that game?
Are you serious?
I'm looking at it right now, bro.
Oh,
Monkey Adventure. One friend has played previously. A trace.
Leave it to a trace.
Didn't they play Marathon?
33 minutes played in total.
Of course.
Didn't they actually buy and play Marathon though on day one?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, fucking shills, bro. They play every like ultra normie casual video game. I swear to God. Anyway,
well, I think that the game does or has had issues from the start. I think it's lackluster. It has problems keeping people, held on attention wise to it for a long period of time. And the only reason why I got so much traction to begin with is because Bungie was behind it.
That's what I said too. It's like the Bungie fanboys are going to carry it to a decent number at first, but I don't think most of them are cut out for extraction shooters. To be real with you, most of them are playing Destiny. You're not going to go from Destiny to a hardcore extraction shooter. Like this is not maybe it is lighter now because I think they added like a lighter mode and PvE mode and stuff like that. But in the beginning, it was a sweaty game. So you're not gonna go from Destiny to a sweaty ass fucking extraction shooter, especially if you've never played one before, and be like, yeah, this is great. Like most people are not going to do that. It's very clear by the numbers. The numbers fell off really quick. So that was ultimately its fate. And this game, all I'm going to say about this and Bungie is that this game, at the numbers that it's at, this is the main platform for this game. Steam is the main platform, but I think like 70% of the buyers got it on Steam, according to what they said. So this is your main platform at 10K concurrent. 10K concurrent cannot support 500 developers. There's just no fucking way.
No.
It can't even support 100 developers, to be honest with you. Barely. That's if you have some really good whales, maybe. But you're not supporting 500 developers, multiple executives. There's just no fucking way. I think that a lot of the people that are left at Bungie, probably like 300 of them, maybe even more than that, 350, are going to be moved over to other places in PlayStation. And then they're going to leave Bungie with a skeleton crew for them anyway, of like 200 developers to continue working on Marathon and slowly work on whatever else, project that they have. That's what I think is going to happen to Bungie. There's no way you're going to keep 500 people on Marathon. Why the fuck would you do that? Or why would you need 300, 400 on a new project that's in an incubation period. It's not even like remotely a video game right now. I don't see it. But if it's a live service game, then I could see PlayStation giving them the funding, even though they've made all these fuck ups, even though, they had to devalue the company. I think that doubling and tripling down on live service got them so hard that they're willing to spend the money as long as the studio says we will make a live service game. That's what I think is going to happen. What do you think?
Well, there was a rumor, and I can't corroborate it, but I read it on the internet, so it has to be true. But that PlayStation is looking to develop more live service games anyway. Like, despite them going down and crashing, that's just Sony thinks that live service is the way, and everything is still trying to chase after Fortnite, despite Fortnite being in the predicament that it is in. I mean, even Fortnite is bringing back old skins and creating that controversy. That's because Fortnite, we know that Fortnite's not been doing as great as it was in the past. It's still doing great, but good, but it's just not doing, oh my gosh, off the charts. Sony's never going to learn. The leadership at Sony is not interested in making good games. They're just interested in maximum value extraction. They are not interested in making the best product or making the best games or creating art. See, that's a big deal. That's a kind of been a key word of mine tonight. Of games in the past used to be an art form. Now they're not. Now it is just maximum value extraction. And look at their lineup. I'm a disgruntled Sony fan. Just as I'm a disgruntled Xbox fan.
Just as you're a disgruntled Nintendo fan.
Nintendo. Exactly.
Just as I'm Nintendo though, man. Fucking Fire Emblem is going to be $80 and Star Fox is $50 still.
Pokemon is, or was it just me?
It's
Star Fox.
Star Fox. Yeah, Star Fox.
Star Fox.
Star Fox is $60. It's a 2-hour game.
He was thinking about Chinese food.
Listen, Ocarina of Time is going to be $80.
I'm gonna call it.
Winds and Waves is $80.
Yeah, I was about to say Winds and Waves. To get everything in Winds and Waves, you're gonna have to pay for 2 versions of the same game, and then on top of that, you're gonna have to pay for DLC, which is gonna be another $30 on top of that. Probably an extra $30 for the second wave of DLC.
To be fair, Nintendo's been pulling that grip for a long fucking time. They've had it when it comes to Pokemon. They've had it real good, man.
Red, blue, yellow. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
Sell the same game with slight variations, full price each one. It's amazing.
The funny thing,
and the $30 DLC, something that Nintendo
to kind of hammer on Pokemon for a bit, because I really, really hate them. What they did with it, and I also on my main channel did an almost 4-hour, I think over 4-hour long rant about it. But the shit that pisses me off is that the initial idea behind it was pretty smart. Interaction between players, right? You use link cable, you have red, blue, people have different Pokemon or different versions, and they can trade and battle. Cool, that makes sense. But the problem came into play when 6th Gen swung around, and they just took away all the other extra content and just gave you just a baseline: go to the gym leaders, beat the Elite Four, beat the evil team, and that's it. There's nothing extra. And then it got worse when it went to the Switch, when they said, "Oh well, we can't put everything in a game because we don't have the code. The coding is not feasible for what we can do with the Switch." Right. And
they cut space.
They cut the Pokédex in half, and then sold a half of what they took back to you for $30. Then they did the same thing again with Scarlet and Violet, except now it's an open world and a shitty ass engine, I guess you could say, where there was no kind of optimization. Even to this day, you still got frame drops and shit like that. If you're doing anything online and you're on a time in a time battle, the timer keeps running, even though you have to wait for somebody else to do some shit, and you have to wait for the game to load in. So it's very bad.
While we're talking about the state of the industry, I guess this didn't come up today. I don't know if anyone's seen it. I just happened to see it.
Oh, I hate it.
Ubisoft Barcelona. Did anyone see what happened there?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
What happened?
Ubisoft Barcelona employees are now going on strike because Ubisoft Barcelona just cut 51 jobs. Explain how that makes sense. They just fired 51 people, and your move is, well, we're not going to work.
You know,
okay.
The
You know
entertainment
why?
industry is filled with idiots.
Because they only have
Same thing in Hollywood, dude. Same
You
thing
know
in
why?
Hollywood.
I'll tell you. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. So I'll show you where they got the idea from. That's
well,
not theirs.
it's kind of odd that they cut 51 people when they only have 31 to begin with.
It's not their idea. It is let me see if I can find it.
I was
Hold
going
on.
to say there might be certain laws that say that you can't be fired if you're on strike.
True.
Well, it's not their idea. Give me a second. Right here, this one. It is actually, fun fact, that happened right after this happened with Quantic Dream. Quantic Dream employees, 115 of them, have gone on strike to protest the upcoming layoffs that the company announced was going to be happening at the company. Management's considering laying off a team of 115 staff. Star Wars Eclipse is struggling and understaffed due to lack of resources.
Development.
A delegation from
It's never
Lucasfilm
gonna
was set to review the game's progress today, and employees are striking in order to get the additional 115 employees on the Eclipse team. So they're striking to get the 115 people that they want to fire to go on their team to help them with their development.
That it actually is really similar to the Ubisoft thing, because what I was reading, the Ubisoft team, this team is being relegated to only working on Rainbow Six games, and they don't want to do it.
I'm just really surprised that they're a union country. Spain is generally, so I'm surprised that most of Europe is anyway. I'm surprised that they would allow it for a strike when the contract is closed. Usually you can only strike in the US when the contract is open.
Guess they got no rules over there. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I wonder if they got the idea from Quantic. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But the industry's fucked. It is what it is. What can I say? All right. I want to catch up on Supers. It's been a little while. Great conversation so far. Has anybody got to go? I know, Leon, you got a stream to get to.
Well,
you're hanging out in China for a bit?
I don't leave people shows early. I told Project Agril I'd be there when this show is over, so I'll stick around.
Yeah, but you have the do-rag on, so that automatically allows you to make bad decisions.
He always makes bad decisions.
That's right.
That's right.
I know a lot of folk. Wizard usually leaves a little bit. I don't know what ABF's got. Seb, I don't know if you got at least. No, I'll stick around.
If anybody's got to go, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to start.
Super Chat's like what? 15?
I'll hang out.
I'm good.
All right, let's fucking do it then. Hey, ABF, are you free to play? Like, I know you play usually late at night. But like we usually do like SNH, which I'm trying to get SNH plays back again. So like I want to play Mecha Chameleon. Do you have Mecha Chameleon?
I do. I haven't played it yet though. My buddy gifted it to me. I've been looking for an excuse to play.
It's not going to be today because Leon's got a stream, but maybe next week or something.
I'm hoping next week because I also really want to play Mecha Chameleon. So
we had got together and played Counter-Strike
so
with
fun.
we played Counter-Strike with like 8 of us. I don't know if you play Counter-Strike. I mean, you got a lot of guns, but
I have played Counter-Strike. It's been a long time.
That's fine. Most of the people that were playing never played Counter-Strike, so it was fine.
I never played it.
Randall, 15 months. I came for the non-echo chamber, stayed for the arguments in 15 months. Let's fucking go. I like that. Thank you, Randall. Appreciate that. Super Mastermind with a 5. There are people who set up places for rich people. They have large budgets. These people have several homes. There are enough of them to be a market. Okay, fair enough. Randall with 5 memberships. Thank you, Randall. I appreciate that, my man. Passing it on. Zenobia with a 2. Since I got the cash to burn, I'm still getting it. Talking about the Steam machine.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I actually applied to get it while we were on stream. I know I'm too late, but I just
still
want to
can? I thought it was closed.
You can still apply.
I mean, it could still apply, but I'm curious to see if like I get rejected or something based on your hypothesis.
Well, I mean, there's like 1 or 2 people that I know that have powerful computers that actually got it. So like, it's not a foolproof thing. It's just the majority of people that I've seen getting it have all said that they don't have like that great of PCs. Yeah. So I'm just curious, because if I was Valve and I knew that 75% of my 75% of my customers have shitty ass computers, and I can offer them an upgrade and keep them in the ecosystem of Steam, then obviously I would probably try to do that. But then again, if you get caught doing that, it's kind of like, I don't know if there's any laws to stop that, like in terms of just picking and choosing kind of a thing. I don't know how it works, but Thank you, Zenobia. Dark Vex for the 20. Can't believe it just clicked for me. They just pushed every other PC maker to at least consider making a competitor design for Steam OS and this concept. Bro, I've been saying this
big time.
Bro, oh my God. I've been saying this literally for fucking like a week now, bro. And I feel like I'm yelling out into the ether. So I'm glad somebody finally gets it. But that's also part of the point. Steam doesn't want to lock you into their systems because they don't have to. Like, they view everything to be open-ended. So the same way we got multiple variations of the Steam Deck, it's the same way we're going to get multiple variations of the Steam Machine. It's going to come, and you're going to have way more options. Somebody out there, if they're able to, are going to... What? Oh, come on.
It's going to come, dude.
Don't be gay, bro. Come on. We literally have... What is it called? What is it called? Yahweh or whatever?
Yep.
We got fucking Yahweh
they were going to come.
art being shared, wizard.
You know, dude.
Well, Chad, you know what to do? Make
he
more of
fucking
that
shares
art.
it. Look at this fucking guy, bro.
Oh
Look
my
at this
God! Wait,
fucking
hold
guy.
on. Did it just say I will enchant you? Oh, I could
I
enchant
could
you
enchant
forever.
I didn't even read the
Oh
text.
my
I'm telling you,
Oh, dude, the text is bad.
No.
Oh, it's nasty, dude.
I Homer Simpson
It's
did.
bad.
I walked
That
in,
shit
I
said-
walked out. Like, I'm
That
telling
shit
you.
said,
dude.
you smell like magic. That's
You
funny as
you
fuck.
smell like magic, dude.
Oh,
That's crazy, bro. I can't.
Wild. That's
I
somebody.
walked in and I walked out. I was immediately ashamed of the internet. I just fucking gave up.
You're like Gramps.
Make more.
Real life fake D.
Real life fake date with the real life fake
Wait.
wizard.
Look at it.
Don't let this be fake, please.
Be
Okay,
fake,
that's
please.
funny. That's funny. Okay, that's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of funny. That's so. Oh, my bad. I kicked you.
We're
My
gone.
bad. That's
Oh,
so
boy.
gay. So gay, bro.
Man, it's extremely gay.
Dark
Closeted, I would
Vex,
say
thank
closeted.
you. I appreciate it. We got Magnum Norris with a 10. I paid $800 for my PS5.
Get wrecked.
Looking back, it's worth probably $400, considering I
Yes.
could play any PS5 game on my Meta PC.
Yup.
Well,
Almost any PS5 game, unless you're willing to
officially, officially, not really, not anymore. But unofficially, anything's possible. Obviously,
PlayStation was like, it's not fair that PC players are having more fun with our game than our core audience.
word.
Oh well.
I think one of the games that really pissed them off was Stellar Blade, because
Yeah.
that also lost them a control over Studio 2, because they had those they had that time exclusive. Yeah, they had that time deal with Shift Up, and Shift Up realized, like, you motherfuckers aren't our audience. Like, we sold the same amount as we did on PS5 in a year. We sold in like 2 days, 3 days on PC.
PC.
The fuck are we doing on PlayStation? And they backed out. So they don't want that shit happening. But again, I think ultimately, PlayStation leaving PC has to do with a transparency issue, in my opinion. I think they don't like how open and transparent PC is, especially with the numbers. They don't like that shit. It really creates a lot of PR nightmares, I think, for them as well. I think piracy is a little bit of it too. They don't want to deal with the piracy issues on PC. They just, I think they want control. They want control back. Whoever's idea was I forgot the name of the guy, to go on PC. I believe there was like internal strife over that. And then ultimately they decided to do it. And they just want to go back to not being on PC at this point. Kiata Coley with a 10. Anyone think Rockstar is paying perpetuity licenses for the ink? No. No, they never did before.
They don't, you don't have a reason to.
That's also going to be
Well,
infinitely more
actually, they
expensive.
do have a reason for it now. They didn't used to. Now I don't know about maybe it's in 4 and 5, but the original PS2 games, since it's on a disc and it'll never go away. So like you only had to pay for it the one time. But since this is gonna be an online game, they will have to keep cycling it through likely. I mean, that doesn't mean they did it in perpetuity. I'm just saying that there is a difference because of the format change.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. They did it before, and GTA Online existed with GTA 5, and they still didn't do any perpetuity licenses. It would be infinitely more expensive than it was for mixtape.
I don't see how you preserve like the release copy. I really don't.
I don't either, to be honest with you. So
I'd say it'd be kind of retarded for any licenses out there to be like, no, you go ahead and cut that deal, because cut that deal our way, primarily because Rockstar were like, or we could just cut your shit out of our game. Goodbye.
I also don't think the license is going to expire in 5 years. I think they'll go for like a 50 to 100 year kind of thing, something ridiculous where the average lifespan nobody's going to care about it. Or maybe
for as
30
long as the
years.
servers allow the game to be available.
That too. Yeah, there's other ways other than perpetuity, you know. So I don't think it's gonna be that short. Thank you for the 10. Magnum Norris with a 20. Good question. At what point are you close to a decent PC? Is $1,000 for a Steam box? Wait, at what point are you close to?
I think it's supposed to say, at what point are you close to a decent PC if it's $1,000 for a Steam box?
It's honestly tough to make like a good gaming PC at $1,000 anymore.
It is, unfortunately.
You got to go to like 12 or 1,300.
Even then, it's like you gotta tailor your expectations. Like I would consider a mid-range PC to be like 2K probably right now. Like that's
is 12, 13.
Yeah, because like if you want like 32 gigs of RAM at the minimum, like for mid-tier, I mean, yeah, you could get away with 16, but like realistically, 32 would be the number. And that alone is egregious. I mean, I saw a screenshot of somebody at Micro Center looking at 128 gig single stick of RAM from Vengeance RAM. 128 gig single stick, $4,400. That's the sticker on it. And then the sad thing is that sticker that said 4,400 was on top of a pile of like 20 other stickers. They didn't even bother ripping off the older stickers. They just kept putting new stickers and new stickers and new stickers every time the number kept going up and up and up and up and up. It's like, brother, at a certain point, take the old fucking stickers off, bro. You look ridiculous, you know? So I'll be a dick and just rip off the fucking first one and just try to find the cheapest one. But thank you, Magnum Norse. I appreciate it. $1,000, decent PC, not so much. Not in today's world. You're going to be sacrificing quite a bit. Not that you can't do it. It's not that you can't do it, but you'll be sacrificing quite a bit. So tailor your expectations. Panther with a 2. I know nothing about hardware, but I love Steam. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And I think there's a lot of people with that mindset that will be interested in the Steam machine, personally. Benchton with a 2. When is Cassie cosplaying her avatar? Never.
That's funny.
Never. That's another thing too, man. People, again, if in your mind you say you want to build your own computer instead of the Steam machine, you're probably not the targeted audience. If you are someone who doesn't care about the size of the machine, you're probably not the target audience. Like, this is such a niche product. But the ironic thing is, even though it's a niche product, they're not going to make enough for it to matter. And there's going to be enough buyers for it not to matter. So, like, marketing that niche product for them is going to do exactly what they want it to do. Even though everybody thinks that they can suddenly beat Valve's R&D department by doing something that they somehow didn't think of. It's like, come on, bro. If you were to tell Valve to build a desktop, right, instead of a small little box, they will be building the same exact computers that all of you guys are building, with the exception is they'll use some custom parts for some components. That's basically it.
Yeah,
so,
and they'll try to streamline your experience, kind of like what they did with having the controllability over your entertainment system over the HDMI. Like, they're going to add all these features that will become industry normalized.
Yeah,
right.
I just want the form factor personally. That's the reason why I want it. Like, I don't want to. And the people out there, it's quiet. Yeah, the people out there that are pretending that they'll just plug in their fucking towers into their monitors, brother. If you were gonna do that already, you wouldn't have been looking at the Steam machine. Like, you're looking at the Steam machine because you're not currently doing that. I know that. You know that. I know you don't want to do that. Most people don't want to do that. Can you? Sure. I know you don't want to. And guess what? Valve also knows you don't want to, which is why they went for the small form factor. Anyway, we got Magnum with a 10. I'm not mad at GTA 6 $100 price because many people will only play that game for 10 freaking years. I don't have to buy it.
Only.
Yeah. I mean, there are some people, I fully acknowledge, that only play one video game. There are some people that only play GTA, and this is, like I say all the time, this is their Super Bowl. Like, this is their moment they've been waiting for over a decade. Fine, whatever. It is what it is. But just because you're looking forward to a video game doesn't mean that when they do certain things that are so obviously egregious, that just magically doesn't make it egregious.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that, because, like, you got to take your own personal bias out of it, you know, as much as you possibly can. I know it's hard a lot of the time for some people. It's like, for me, for example, I really well, now I do, not so much in the beginning. I was talking to Leon about this. I like Diablo 4 now the way that it is. I feel like Diablo 4 is pretty decent the way it is, especially with latest expansion.
Yeah, you've been enjoying the news, but on launch that game fucking sucked. It's the only game I've ever refunded on Steam. It is the only Steam refund I've ever done was Diablo 4.
It was trash in the beginning, so bad.
We bring up Mass Effect 3, how pissed people were with that shit that they went back and added in some DLC to retcon story.
Right. So like I like Diablo, but I could also acknowledge like it has egregious fucking monetization. Just like Counter-Strike. I love Counter-Strike. People know that, but their loot box shit is egregious, which is why I don't partake in it personally. I just play the game for free. But you could like a video game, but still acknowledge like some of the monetization stuff is ridiculous. It really is. But anyway, that's basically it. Magnum Norse, thank you, bro. Then another 10 says AAA price increases are great for smaller studios because they can cut them off at the limbs with reasonable prices. Free market, baby. Fair enough. Blue Octopus with a fine. Oh, great and powerful nerd panel. I beseech thee. Have any of y'all seen the live action Yakuza from Sega? Saw it on YouTube from Sega and Prime.
I forgot that was a fucking thing. I'm gonna be real.
I did not. I'm sorry, Blue. I guess we're not that nerdy after all. Forgotten Vet with a 5. Leon looks like that guy from Napoleon Dynamite dating the black chick.
Kip.
Oh, he looks like his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Kip, his brother.
I'll take it. That's a compliment. Thank you.
You'll take it?
Serious. Yeah, he will.
You'll take it?
I'll take I will take that. I will take that compliment. Yes, I will take
it. You understand, like
wow.
Kip's,
you said it.
His now wife LaFonda is like twice his size, so it makes sense that you'd be taking.
Oh, Yamato, you're slacking. Come on, Yahweh shit with me and Wizard. Why don't you go make one with like Leon and Sheep? Sorry, I had to sacrifice somebody. I'm sorry, Sheep. I'm sorry. Listen, it's the interracial thing.
is right fucking here.
Yeah, but he's the guest. I'm not gonna do that to a guest.
That should just die off.
I'm not gonna do that to a guest, bro. Come on.
I would.
And I don't know what to tell you. ABF, know who your friends are. I don't know. Demon Carol, raid on a classic car collection. So you raid on Bungie HQ. Ouch. Pretty much. Thank you for the 5. We got Benjamin with a 2. Advice on emulation. Want to play old RNC games?
It's gonna sound like such a simple answer, but here's the advice on emulation. Go to YouTube, type in how to install blank emulator, PS1, GameCube, whatever. You'll find great tutorial videos. Great. That's how I learned to do it fucking 15 years ago. It's very easy to do.
I have. Oh, I'm sorry. It's called Yahweh. Sorry. Yeah, I don't read that shit, so I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yahweh, you should be embarrassed for knowing that. Come on, man.
It's Yahweh. What are we talking about?
The only reason why I know is because of these sick motherfuckers. Okay, because literally, even though I read manga a ton and watch anime every now and then, I never indulged in that. And then somebody mentioned something in chat. This was like over a year ago. I think they super chatted. They were like, "What's your favorite?"
Yet you never forgot it.
I never forgot it because it fucking scarred me. Once I googled it, I'm like, "Oh my god."
Oh,
they were like, "What's your favorite Yahweh whatever manga?" And I'm like, "The fuck is a Yahweh or Yahweh manga? What is that?" And they were like, "You tourist, you don't know?" Like, tourist? Wait, hold on, time out. And then they were like, "You don't know what it is?" I'm like, "I have no idea, bro." So I googled it. Yeah, that was a mistake.
This is how you know.
Now it's in your search history.
This is how you know Hypno didn't start going to conventions until he stopped going to conventions around like 2004. That's it.
Bro, I go to conventions with a goal. My goal is to get the books and get the fuck out. Like I don't go there and look at the fucking furries running around and shit. Like, no, I'm good,
the
bro.
The problem is that with conventions, it's become far too prevalent. Like the shit's every fucking where.
It really is, and there's a market for it.
If you're missing all of it, it's you going in with the explicit goal of just walking through everybody, not walking around, but walking through everybody like some Ezio shit, and just going, all right, where's the manga there, manga there, bye guys.
No, I already have it all pre-planned in my head. Like, just go to the Viz booth, get all the exclusives, go to Crunchyroll, get the exclusives, and then
I go there where you can go to like one of the booths that have the shit on sale, or not even on sale, but at a better deal.
You listen, the exclusives, like these booths they sell you exclusives that only they sell. Like Viz, for example, usually that's where I got my anniversary edition of Naruto Volume 1. Only Viz was selling that. They only had access to that. Unless you want to go on eBay and pay a scalper, but I'd rather not personally.
I just skip it, but that's just me. I'm a different kind of collector.
I go for as much as I can. I usually go for the exclusives. Every major booth has exclusive
quality, quantity. Why not both?
I try to go for both. I feel like I got some fucking quality in my collection.
Yeah, no, yeah, you do.
My
you got Orange High School Host Club, which you've never even read, and you're like, yeah, it's not my thing, but you've got it. It's like, fuck, dude, Orange, so good.
No, it's not that I didn't read it. I read the first volume, and I got sick to my stomach, so I just,
it's boring.
It is boring. I didn't get sick to my stomach. I just got bored. I was like, I tried to read it 3 times, just so you're aware. I did give it a chance.
Orange is not for everyone, to be fair.
I was like, maybe this time. Okay, maybe this time. Nope, not for me. Yeah, never fun scalpers. I agree. Late plug and Muddy Waters with a 2. You are gonna give up your AS Cassie 2026. She does fuck moms for sure. Glinzer with a 2. Same gen double dip. Sell digital then physical. I still don't believe that's gonna happen. I don't think so. I think that's people that are coping a little bit about the disc. That's what I think. Which
why would they sell physical when they can exclusively sell digital and still make like
the same amount?
Right.
Because think about it. If they sell physical, that means their cost went up, but they're selling it for the same number. So technically, they're making less money per copy. Why not just keep selling the same fake digital physical copy?
It's pretty much gotten to a point where it's like Nintendo Switch 2 as well. It's like you just see like a couple lines of code on a disc, and all that is just the unlock to allow you to download the game onto your console.
Bench that would have 5 would have been nice if they went huge SanDisk sizes inside cartridges instead. What a sad state of affairs. Helldivers is 22 gigs now. Bro, that story's crazy. I'll never forget that story. Going from 150 some odd gigs to 23 gigs. Bro, what were you guys doing?
What were you fucking around?
And again, I believe they outsourced that. They outsourced that
funnier
company to compress their files and to make it something where it's extremely smaller, and it's just crazy. Darius Soto with a 2. That's magic, Hypno. I didn't know you and Wizard.
Okay.
Calling us gay. Think so.
Closeted.
Darius Soto with a 2. Hypno, are you gonna play mixtape by chance vote? No, I don't think we got to the goal, so no. It looks like I'm spared tonight again. Appreciate it though. Yamato with a 2. I will AI Hypno and Wizard Steam Machine, bro. A Steam Machine date? Come on, bro. That just sounds gay.
Wow, that does sound gay.
Can we not? Can you just do like Leon and Sheep, like I said?
This is
fine.
Or even Alec Baldwin and Leon. That works too.
Bro, this guy is
okay,
sacrificing the guest.
No, ABF, not Alec Baldwin. That'd be very different.
Said
Alec Baldwin and Alec Baldwin.
No. You gotta understand. I said exactly how I said because I said it the way I wanted to. Alec Baldwin. That's why I didn't say ABF or Alec Baldwin's finger.
Well, that's even worse.
You're sacrificing the actual Alec Baldwin. Okay. Toradol with a 5. Market conditions indicate selling the Steam Machine at a loss would be idiocy. It is being scalped. True, absolutely. And again, we didn't even get to the point, but there are people out there, I don't know why, that are buying those Steam Machines at
discount price,
$2,800.
That's
$2,500. It's fucking insane. But they are doing
equally
it.
as stupid as the people that are buying from scalpers the GTA pre-orders.
At that point in time, I would say it is
stupid.
It is absolutely retarded for you to buy a Steam Machine at like $2,000+. Like, dog, you can make something that costs less or like half the fucking price, and it's better than a Steam Machine at that point. That's when I go, okay, now I can't justify that. You're retarded for that. I won't stop you from it, but you're retarded.
Basically. Grade A with $1. Hypno, people talking about it as a secondary system for a living room. Unconscious admittance in home streaming isn't that desirable. Always pain in the ass for me personally. I get it. That's fair.
I want my family to see what hentai games I'm playing.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Deadeye's Lock with $1. AI also can't hug away your coping hurt feelings from criticisms. Fair.
True.
Fair, that's true. What else we got? I think we're caught up. Yeah, we are caught up. Holy shit. All right, boys. Fantastic fucking stream, ladies and gentlemen.
I do want to real quickly show off the last gifted game I got. It happened in the middle of the show.
Good. crazy week. I can only imagine what next week is gonna bring. But I look forward to talking about that next week. Leon, what do you got? Let's see.
Giselle Jizz also sent me a cum game. He sent me Spermination.
Is that the sequel to what was it? Steve the sperm or something?
I don't know if it's, but yeah, it's there we go. So I'll accept that. And oh motherfucker, he just sent one more. He gotta get the last goddamn word.
Of course.
Collector and shit. Have fun, booty warrior.
Oh no.
Wow. My knob.
Booty warrior.
No.
Bro, your collection must be crazy, bro.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, it must be insane. Sevi, what do you got coming up?
Warhammer tomorrow. And then hanging out in Leon's stream while he's playing that weird ass daddy game. I don't know.
Dad, was it dad simulator? What is the shit called?
What one was it? Dream Daddy, Dad Dating Simulator, which is not all we'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Sunday special stream, but yes, we'll be doing Dream Daddy as a team tomorrow.
They tried to gift that game to me, bro. I watched the trailer. Did you watch the trailer?
I've not watched the trailer. I was just told that it was some SNH lore.
Oh, that's right. It is from Game Grumps.
This is the Game Grumps game?
Yeah, it's bad.
I hope you're ready for this, boys.
I'm not.
Oh no.
What?
Who's your dream daddy?
I'm trying to look at my phone. It's on my phone.
Amazing song.
Oh my god.
The golf might be fun.
What the fuck is this? I regret my life. I might not make it tomorrow for this game.
Oh, I'm gonna have you
an
help me with the
emergency.
I gotta get that song and use it for like a clip or something on Hypnocast. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, fuck Wizard, put that fucking picture away, bro. Stop, Jesus. ABF, thank you for hanging out with us today, man. It was great having you back as always. And what do you got coming up, dude?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I love talking about computer hardware. We also talk about gaming quite a bit. We have Off the Hip coming up Monday. Melee James and Melee K are going to be on.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
What else you got?
Also, you can check out my Rumble and Kick channel for those Friday gun streams that I like to do.
Those sound cool.
Yeah.
Mods, if you could link, I see Sonia dropping the YouTube channels, but if you could link his other channels as well, that would be great. We appreciate that. Wizard, what do you got?
I got videos dropping all the time on the live channel, and that's pretty much it, dude. Got another Supergirl video dropping on Monday, so be busy working on that.
How was that?
And your video is gonna get more views than that actual fucking movie did because it flopped.
Well, so we did a review on the Fake Wizards channel because we have a bunch of Fake Wizard channel now. It did really well, so I was like, okay. On the just the review channel, that did pretty good.
Fair enough. Yeah, that movie ain't doing too well, man. Ain't doing too well.
And then we'll be streaming Gears on Tuesday.
Nice.
Yes, we will. That'll be the normal 5 p.m. Griffcast. We'll be doing Gears of War Reloaded, so that'll be fun.
Yes,
and then we'll have Lords of the Fallen. So I got to carry Wizard, and I got to carry Leon. This is crazy, bro.
I'm good at Gears. Are we playing on Insane?
Whatever you want. Whatever. I tend to play on normal for first playthrough, just because that way it's like a decent viewing experience for people instead of just like constant fucking death. But I'm down for anything. Whatever you want. You want to do Insane? Fine. Let me know.
What are you doing Gears 5? Well, yeah, we'll talk business off.
Gears 5, I'm just doing whatever. Like I think I'm one step above whatever the normal is. There's 5 difficulties, right? I think.
Yeah.
I'm doing like the third one.
Okay.
Leon, what do you got, man?
Well, first of all, I am slowly getting better at Lords of the Fallen. I've learned sort of how to perfect dodge. Or sidestep is the word. Sidesteps. That's interesting.
It was so funny when you discovered that. It was like a fucking epiphany. Like I literally heard it in your voice. You were like, I could do that. It was like a Forspoken moment. Just like, wait, I just did that with my mind. I did that with my mind. Like it was crazy.
But it has definitely improved my perception of the game's mechanics and whatnot. But no, I'm enjoying it. Can't wait to get back to that Tuesday. Videos and streams every day. Sunday special stream tomorrow, usually like 7, 8 o'clock p.m. ish. But I'm going to go hop on Project Egg Roll, stream with him for the first time. I mean, I've streamed with him before, but never on his show. So it's gonna be a good time. And so yeah, no analog horror stream tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And thanks for the great show.
Hell yeah, man. Go have a good time. I'll be over there.
Sounds good. Deuces, crew.
See you, Leo.
Sheep, what do you got, man?
Bye.
I need for everybody to go ahead and put Pal World either in their wish list or buy that shit right now because they are dropping a whole bunch of new stuff. And I've been following their announcements and stuff like that. It's not just new pals. They're talking about like new bosses, new ways to fight the bosses, new zones.
Didn't they say 24 or 27
pages?
Wait,
27 pages.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Are we going to be able to go to the big tree that's off the map?
Yes, that's something that they hinted at.
It's finally going to be a zone.
That'll be good.
Listen, I know I'm doing a lot of co-op with fucking Wizard and Leon, but bro, I've been telling people you're my guide in Pal World. Like 1.0.
I'm actively paying for a server that I'm not even using. We should turn it into a SNH server.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I'm down.
Yeah. Send me the
I want Sheep to lead me through like a guided tour of Power World when 1.0 releases.
When it drops, when the full game drops, we should totally do a team server.
Am I putting on an African accent?
You can if you want.
Do you know the way?
Anything but Wakandan, bro. Don't do the Wakandan shit. I can't.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah. All right. What else you got going on, Sheep?
No, we're gonna be watching because that's where we are in today. We're gonna be watching the cutscene, like not collaboration, but the cutscene collage, I guess you could say, for Kingdom Hearts Recoded on Monday. So show up so we can clown the shit. After that, we'll be getting into Dream Drop Distance, in which I'm doing some sketches for that. I think they look pretty sick. You guys are probably going to enjoy the thumbnails. It's kind of the highlight for when I do Kingdom Hearts streams now at this point, as most people have seen, and some people have enjoyed the gender bent Aqua City, and it's a thing. That said, as after Dream Drop Distance, we'll be getting into like whatever else they got for leading up to 3, and once 3 is done, we go through. I don't know if Melody of Memory is available in that collection, or if it's still just Epic. But
I think it's still just Epic because it wasn't on Steam. I bought all of them on Steam, like a couple days ago with the Steam
still,
and
so go
Mom
fuck
wasn't
yourself,
on
Epic
there.
still. Yeah, basically. But yeah, Mom's not there. That's great. So
Mom wasn't there.
Dream slop distance. That's crazy, bro.
Dreams. I mean, it is a slop game. I don't like that one.
That's fair. But yeah, once we're done with Kingdom Hearts, then we can move on to games that I actually want to play.
I just realized I'm like Leon with Kingdom Hearts, the way he is with Resident Evil. He hates everything Resident Evil. I hate everything with Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Absolutely.
That's fair. But yeah, aside from that, I'm slowly but surely working on my manga with whatever time I can get together. I'm kind of doing some I guess you could say reworking or redesigns and stuff like that. But I feel like this first chapter is going to be really solid. If you haven't checked it out yet, I do have the link for the prologue on my channel, Still Sheep City. So go check that out if you would like. I recommend it personally. I think it's going to be pretty stellar once it releases. That said, I will. There was something. Oh yeah, that's right. 4th of July. We're on the 4th of July. SNH on 4th of July next week.
Yep.
Let's go. So you're gonna hear a bunch of fucking fireworks all night. It's gonna be great.
Let's go.
Or if you're in a black neighborhood, gunshots. But it's the same thing, really.
Yeah,
Just people die on the other one. So
essentially. But that's pretty much all I got. Go read manga.
Hell yeah. Adair Salto with it too. Hypno, is a PC pre-built Best Buy worse or not? Well, compared to Walmart,
probably better than Walmart.
Probably a little better, yeah, but
better than Walmart.
Honestly, if you want a pre-built, I'd probably get one from Newegg. Newegg most likely. But again, when you're in that price point of $1,000, there's a lot of sus brands out there. So I would just look up the brands, like, you know, just look them up and see what their history is, especially with like their BIOS and you know, how easy it is to actually like maintain the computer and whatnot. Just look up the brands.
I would say if you're doing a pre-build, like, you know, make 12 your base, make 12 your base, and then, like, you know, go from there, see what you want to what kind of performance you want.
Yeah, you can do stuff like put a larger power supply in there so you can upgrade more later if you want to, you know.
Right.
You have more options.
Adair with another 2 says Hypno's little duckling needs to guide in Power World. I need a guide, man. I never played it. It'll be cool to play with someone. And over on Rumble, pause. Over on Rumble, I think we're good. All right, boys. Yeah, that's basically it, man. So we got a lot of things coming up. Very, very busy. You know, obviously Hypnocast every day, Sunday through Friday. And then Tuesdays are now going to be strictly co-op days, I guess, for the time being. It's going to be 5 p.m. Griffcast. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's going to be Wizard co-op with Gears of War. And then at night on Tuesdays and Thursdays after Hypnocast is going to be co-op with Leon with right now Lords of the Fallen, but we got some other games lined up as well that we're going to go through. So super busy, boys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today and supporting the stream in any way that you did. I appreciate it. I hope everybody had a great time tonight hanging out with us. Don't forget to like the stream on the way out. Please make sure to check out everybody's channels. The links are going to be in the description as well. And yeah, that's basically it, man. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Hypnomods for doing what they do every single day. Appreciate you guys. And we will see every single one of you in the next one. We're going to go raid Project Egg right now since Leon's going to be over there. So we'll go raid over there. Tell everybody over there to protect their booty hole. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
All right, guys.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
The dog. Well, her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck baby gay, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it we eat and make her fucking gay.
Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get a grip! At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.
the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.